Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between, to episode 34 of Generations Behind. I had to remember the name of the show real quick. I am one of your hosts, Craig of Craig's Game Room. To the side of me, the man in the blue shirt, Mr. Zach Dale Beating. Zach, how are you today?
I'm doing great. Fun fact for behind the scenes for the audience, we actually pre-record all these. So we recorded the previous 33 episodes a year ago. This is our first episode back in almost a year. So it's good to be back in the chair. Excited to talk to you all for the first time in a year.
It's incredible we were able to pull that off with all the write-ins when people didn't know that. We predicted every word that you guys were going to say.
No,
We got you, motherfuckers, and you didn't even see it coming.
It was just last episode, to be honest. That was pre-recorded. That's why we had no write-ins. It wasn't Craig fucking up. We just didn't want to.
Below us, the piece of shit, Tyler 8.
What? What did I do?
You mess up the writings one time and you never stop hearing about it. Below us, for real, the luscious one, Mr. Tyler Hate, Mr. Kills Reaper, Mr. Game Collecting Reaper. Tyler, how are you today?
Not too bad, not too bad. Stayed up pretty late playing Donkey Kong. Had to wake up and rush right on here. Even though it's 11 o'clock. Well, now it's almost 12 o'clock. But, and for Craig, it was 8 o'clock. My man still got on it.
True, I was still the first one here, and it's 8 o'clock where I live. Or it was 8 o'clock, now it's 9 o'clock. I'm very tired. And I did not
it
stay
was
up.
10 o'clock now, 11 o'clock for me.
Incredible
Damn,
how time
it's
zones
all-
work. Yes, we've
We're
all
all
been
in a
playing
different
a little bit of Donkey Kong Bonanza. We've all been going
Hey.
ape. And we will be talking about
Bananas!
that later. But topic of the episode, excited to talk about, is most wanted things in our game collections, whether they be games or not games, hardware, plushes, figures, whatever else. Excited to talk about that with all you guys. We got some write-ins from the audience. Very excited to see that. This time we will have write-ins, since I screwed up last episode for Fire Emblem the Sacred Stones. I wonder if anyone actually played it and was going to write in about it. It made me sad if that happened.
We'll accept any late write-ins for anyone who did do that.
True. Any excuse to talk about more Fire Emblem, it'll be okay. So, but we're all very happy to have you guys here with us today. It's a beautiful Sunday morning. For some reason in Vegas, it is July 20th, and there's only 90 degrees outside. That is like unheard of here. So usually we would be like in 110 consistently already.
Pretty
So
good.
I will take this beautiful weather. Relatively beautiful. It's still hot as fuck outside at 90 degrees, but I'll take it over 110.
Yeah.
Tyler, what did you have for breakfast?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I had nothing.
My poor
Nope.
My poor boy. You're fading away. You're practically skin and bones. We gotta feed you.
Pretty much.
If you turn sideways, it would be like you disappeared, like you're not even here.
I'd be like Francis Flats from SpongeBob. You know?
There you go.
It's Flats.
Shout out to
Flats
Fred.
the flounder.
I never knew he had a first name.
Yeah, it was great.
I always just think of Flats. Zach, what did you have for breakfast today?
I had moments ago. I just had one of those little. It calls it a breakfast protein bar. It's just chocolate and peanut butter. It's just a candy bar. I don't know, like they're just lying to me.
He just walked into the kitchen, took a big ass spoon of peanut butter, and
I
That's all I
wish.
needed.
Dude,
And
you
to put
ever
that
do that
spoon
and then
back
realize you
inside
probably
the-
consumed like 5,000 calories in one bite because of how high calorie peanut butter is? Breaks my heart because it's one of the most delicious things in the world. And if you don't eat it conservatively, you could easily gain like 3 pounds overnight.
yeah.
It's not fair. It's one of the most
Fair-
delicious things in the world.
Are y'all a creamy or a chunky peanut butter person?
I'm a creamy man myself.
I prefer creamy. I like chunky,
I
but I
think
prefer creamy.
We're all creamy boys here. I like that.
We're only cream on this podcast.
Yep.
Yeah. Welcome back to our only creams.
Anyway, we're going to be
So
talking about
only
games we want in our collection. Very exciting. Our next episode,
Peanut butter
if you guys
podcast.
on our peanut butter podcast. We
Wait,
need to have
wait,
Peanut
wait,
Butter
wait,
Gamer
wait,
as a
wait,
guest.
Wait. Jif or Skippy?
Oh, Jif all the way.
Skippy.
I'm a Skippy guy.
Mm.
Zach, we need to have a talk.
I'll try Skippy and report back.
I need a follow-up question. If we theoretically, you died tonight and we had to replace you on this show, who would you want as your replacement?
Oh gosh. Trying to think of someone who's problemed and would be a real
Problem?
hassle to have on.
They gotta also be a Skippy guy. So we'll have to
Could you get like a
verify
disgraced? Could you get like a disgraced actor or something like that that could pretend to be me?
Who's the guy who plays Corey from Corey in the House?
Kyle Massey?
There we
Yeah,
go.
if you get Kyle Massey on to pretend to be me, I think that'd work really well.
Just like in your
Um,
same room and everything. Still call him Zach. He's an actor, so he could
Yep.
probably play the part. He'll just pretend to be you.
He shows up. He shows up once a year to record 30 podcast episodes
And then
to
goes
my
home.
house.
We get him a green screen and behind him it says Zach in the house.
Ooh, that's good. I like that.
Jiffy peanut butter, huh? Hey, you ain't right, boy.
Jif Creamy, not Jiffy. Jif
Jif.
Creamy.
I'm sorry. You have to be so
Jif
particular.
Creamy keeps me. Jif Creamy keeps me screamy. I don't know.
We're moving on. Next episode, if you guys
Yep.
want to write in, we're going to do an episode on Wii memories. So just talk
I don't
about.
know why you would want to write into this show.
But if you did,
Also,
if you could tell us
and-
about.
and for next, I was about to say next month. For the next episode, make sure you write in with Jif or Skippy. We gotta know.
If you're one of those Peter Pan freaks, don't even bother
No,
commenting.
no, this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. So if Skippy wins, then Zach gotta just get a whole jar of Skippy peanut butter and eat a spoonful on air.
No, he has to eat the whole
Oh,
jar.
And then
that-
Jif
that
wins.
Whole
sounds
jar.
fun to me. I don't know.
and then he got to give his reaction to it of what's better. But then if fuck's the other one, Jif wins, then me and Craig got to do it. Although I already had Jif before.
No, you can do it. I'm volunteering you. I'm not doing it.
What? No, you gotta do it too. It's only fair.
All right, Craig, note that down. A short idea for the channel: blind taste test, Skiff and Jippy, Skippy and Jif peanut butter reaction. We'll get that going. I'll send you the video.
Perfect. As I was trying to say, next episode is going to be about Wii memories. If you grew
Skipping
up with
in
the
the
Wii like
ball.
we all did, should be a fun time. Write in, games you love to play. Remember getting your Wii, all that stuff. Tell us all about your Wii. Boys, why don't we talk about what we've been playing these last couple of weeks? Tyler, why don't you go first? What have you been playing?
Donkey Kong Bonanza.
That about it?
What did I play before that? I know I played something else. I don't even remember.
All right.
Mainly Donkey Kong.
I
though.
guess we could
I
just
got
get right
Donkey
into
Kong.
Donkey Kong Bonanza then, because we've all been
I
playing
got
it.
Donkey Kong a day early, so played that before everyone else.
Cool kid.
Yeah, Cool Kids Club. So, I mean, yeah. Do you guys want to say the other things that you've been saying first, and I'll talk about Donkey Kong, or you just
Yeah,
wanna
that's
talk
fine,
about
I guess. Zach, do you want to go first then? What else you been playing besides Donkey Kong?
Sure. Besides Donkey Kong, I did play through Splatoon 1. I'd never played Splatoon before. I played through Splatoon 1. That's a fun game. I want to play the rest of the games before Splatoon Raiders comes out. I busted out my Virtual Boy to play 3D Tetris, which is an interesting little game. You're filling up you're looking down on like a cube, and you're filling up a cube with three-dimensional Tetris pieces. You have to rotate them and drop them in. It was neat. It was a cool little game. I enjoy playing the Virtual Boy. I feel like it sits on my shelf most of the time, doesn't do anything, so it feels good to take it out every once in a while. I think 3D Tetris was a good showcase for that. Just seeing things, moving to 3D space. But it's just Tetris at the end of the day, but with an extra layer. I've been playing my Playdate. Season 2 came out for the Playdate. Actually, a couple days before the Switch 2 came out. So I did buy Season 2 for the Playdate a little late. I'm playing through a game called Dig Dig Dino. Short pitch for the game. It is a loop game where you go on runs, get money, go back, buy equipment. But the runs, you're just doing Pokemon Gen 4 fossil digging. The underground stuff where you pickaxe and hammers like that. It's literally just that, but then you get money to go buy upgrades to then go back and forth, trying to find all the dinosaur fossils in the game. Pretty fun.
Interesting. That sounds fun.
Yep. Um, Dragon Quest 3 HD2D. I finally got into this game. I've been trying to like dedicate more time to it to get into it. I finally got the ball rolling. I was having a good time, and then Donkey Kong came out, and now it's back in the box. Um, so yeah, and then I guess the last thing, I'm still playing Elden Ring Night Rain. I have like one more boss to beat, then I'm done with that game,
Nice.
and then I can move on to something else on my PlayStation.
Does it rank in the bottom or top half of your FromSoft games?
Well, I mean, just inherently because it is a multiplayer Fortnite, like I would say it's in the bottom half. I still think it's a good game. It's just like it's hard to get two people to get three people playing at any time is difficult inherently. Um, and then if you play with randoms, it's just like, are the randoms pieces of shit, or do they actually want to play and like be helpful? Because you can have a fun time if you have good randoms. If you have like sometimes people just leave for no reason, or like somebody doesn't get an item they want and then they just leave, and then the game doesn't scale down to you. So if you start with three people, it's balanced for three people. So someone leaves and
That's
then the other
rough.
person wants to leave, and then you're just like, okay, well, I guess this sucks.
That sucks. That's
It
a bummer.
depends. It's a fun game though.
Is it the kind of game where if I picked it up, like you guys could teach me how to finally be good at these games, or is it too situational?
The one actual negative about this game is they do not teach you about how like FromSoft games work. They expect you have played FromSoft games when you play this.
Really? How
Everyone
funny.
who's playing this knows what's going on, and you will understand how the systems work and all that. There's not a very beginner-friendly game. It's very fast-paced. There's no like looking around and thinking. It's like run, get stuff, run, get stuff, run. It's like a race against the clock.
Interesting.
I
Interesting.
would say no.
Oh well.
Greg, stay away.
I don't know. I even I gave Demon Souls the old college try a while back. Listeners of the show for a while might remember. Got past that first boss, and then I got stuck right after that. So I just don't know if they're for me. As much as I tried, I put at least 20 hours into Elden Ring. I probably put at least 10 hours, 15 hours into Bloodborne. I played probably about 10 hours of Demon Souls. Just something about these games, they just don't. My brain does not cooperate as much as I want them to. Because I love dark fantasy. These are like the dark fantasy games, so.
You gotta try Dark Souls 3, or just try Dark Souls 1 remastered. Try the original Dark
I have
Souls.
tried
See
that.
If it works for
I
you.
played it on Switch, but I
Oh.
tried it a long time ago. And maybe, I don't know if it's because I played it on handheld on Switch, but I got my ass beat there. And I did play a little bit of Dark Souls 3. I beat the first boss in Dark Souls 3, and then I got stuck immediately after that as well. So, I just don't know.
Dang.
I think I just suck at video games. But I want to do it. I maybe one
He
day.
sucks at everything but Soul Calibur 2.
That's my one crowning achievement in my video game spheres. I'm amazing at Soul Calibur 2. And that's the best thing is I'm probably not amazing at Soul Calibur 2. I'm just better than you guys at our.
I don't know. Just the last match we had, I won, but
That's true. I am right now. I am what? So I'm like what? 25-1.
that's not important. It's a matter of the most recent match.
It's the only one that counts as the last match.
Yeah, I'm on a one-game win streak.
And now he'll never play with me again, so the streak cannot be broken.
Nope. Correct.
All right,
That's
so
why I don't play with Zach in Mario Kart anymore.
you are very good at Mario
Game
Kart.
on-
That's your hidden talent as kart racers. Between that and Crash Team Racing,
Crash Team Racing is good. The only person that could really beat me is Jonathan, man. Me and him sometimes go at it.
I've still
But
never played it. I
yeah.
need to. I own it for PS4, and I've been told the single player is pretty good in it, so I'd like to get to it
I
eventually.
remember when I first played with Christian, he was just like, "What the fuck?" 'Cause I'm doing the constant just boosting like left and right and going around the whole track, just constant boost. And I was just overlapping him, and he was like, "What's going on?" I was like, "Yeah, I played this game a lot."
Nothing more disrespectful than getting overlapped in a racing game.
It's easy in Crash Team Racing if you know how to do the boosting. It's easy to get used to.
It's also
It's
easy if
just
you're
pretty
playing
much
against me
knowing-
in F-Zero GX, because you guys all overlapped me like 2 or 3 times. I'm not very good at that game.
I still think
That
you
guy-
were also playing that game at 15 frames per second over like a delay. So
Yeah.
like,
Exactly, that's why. See, if we played it in person, I think I would be doing better. That's my daily dose of denial. Um, so I have been playing more Fire Emblem ever since Sacred Stones. I've been on a crazy Fire Emblem kick. I played through all of FE7, the Blazing Sword or the Blazing Blade. What is the correct title, Zach? I can't remember.
gosh, that's a good question. You said Blazing Blade. It sounded right. It might. I think it is Blazing Blade.
Okay. Well, anyway, Fire Emblem 7, the first one we got here in the West, before Sacred Stones. I had a fantastic time with it. Much longer game, definitely a little bit of a harder game. But I was a big fan of the characters. I like the three lords in this game. They're all great. Hector's my fucking goat. I love Hector. He's hilarious, and I like that everyone's always yelling at him for being brash and angry. I think it's very funny.
Yep.
But very, very good game. I just love the art style of the Fire Emblem games on the Game Boy Advance. They all look very similar, but they're very charming. The animations are absolutely gorgeous in the battles. And I think I liked this one a bit more than Sacred Stones, not to break your heart a little bit. I still like Sacred Stones, but I like the story a little bit more, characters a little bit more. The music was I actually think that the music in the Game Boy Advance games is a little just okay, personally, too. I'm not huge on any of the soundtracks. At least, I haven't played 6 yet, so that might change. Maybe there's some absolute bangers in Roy's game.
It's more the same.
I figured.
It's more the same.
But great games, can't recommend them enough. And then I am now working on Fire Emblem Engage, the most recent game in the Fire Emblem series. Has the most abysmal dogshit writing I've ever seen in probably any game ever. It's so bad. It's so funny. It feels like, just like really bad anime writing is probably the best way to put it, like early 2000s anime writing. So it's not good, but the gameplay itself is phenomenal. The maps are fantastic. Pretty much after you get past map 2, it immediately becomes like incredible map design. The versatility of your characters is incredible, being able to give them these like rings that have different classes, so you could have like multiple classes on one character at a time is really cool. There's just so many little deep mechanics, and I like the little hub world where you can do the interactions with the characters, kind of like the school in Three Houses, but just not set up in the same way, since it's not a school. It's kind of just like a big mansion you're all hanging out in, essentially. But it's a great game. I'm loving it a lot. Music is pretty dang good as well. I still cannot get over Alear, the main character's design with the two different hair colors. I still think it looks ridiculous even after all these years.
The toothpaste
hair. Good old Colgate John, as they call her. But
a gallon of milk.
No.
Sorry.
It's iced tea, okay?
Okay.
It's almost empty though. I got like barely any left.
But yeah,
Anyway,
Fire
sorry,
Emblem Engage, gameplay wise, absolutely incredible. I'm watching the story unfold just because of how abysmal it is. It's like watching a train wreck, and I'm enjoying that. And so it's like it's like ironically good.
How far are you?
I'm only on chapter like 12, I think. So I still have quite a ways to go, because I think there's like 26 main chapters, and then there's like 15 prologues. It's insane. So
I mean, I don't want to say it because it'll be a little spoiler, but there's one part that I really liked. I don't know. I think it's like chapter 19 or something like that.
I know, I was laughing because they keep showing this girl's feet. Like, there's these still, like, well-drawn images of this girl's feet, and I'm just like, why is this game so horny? Like, what are they doing? Like, every female
thousand-year-old
character...
dragon who looks 6?
Yeah.
Trying to make you hornyism.
Well, and it's like, every female character is either a lolly or, like, the most largely chested woman you've ever seen in your life. Like, there's no in between. Everything in this game is, like, a specific, like, kink, and it's very funny. But
that game is cursed in everything but gameplay.
It's wild. they went full. Fire Emblem's always been anime adjacent, more so than I think a lot of longtime Fire Emblem fans like to admit. But this game is very anime, for better or for worse. But I'm having a great time with it, so I'm excited. I almost thought about not starting Donkey Kong Bonanza because I didn't want to fall out of the rhythm of it. But I'm enjoying my time with that too. So we'll get into Donkey Kong in 1 minute. But I have one more game that I beat this last couple of weeks I need to talk about. We've all talked a lot of shit about Mario Kart, Super Mario Kart, Mario Kart Super Circuit on the Game Boy Advance. And I decided to put my money where my mouth is and try to beat one of these games. to see if I really thought it was as bad as I've always, thought it was, just trying it out over the years. So I played through Mario Kart Super Circuit. I beat every course. I got first place, minus the retro tracks you could unlock because unlocking them is obnoxious. And the game's dog shit, so don't. I don't understand how anybody can like Mario Kart Super Circuit.
That's one of the games where, as a kid, I played it and I really liked it, and then I tried it when I was older, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
No, it's incredibly boring. It feels like your tires are covered in butter the entire time that you're driving and drifting and everything. It's just not fun. It's not a good time. The music's forgettable. The skyboxes in the courses look really cool, like the pixel art's great, but everything else about the game looks pretty ugly and dog shit. It's not a good time. Can't recommend it. Fuck you, Mario Kart Super Circuit.
Nice.
And then
brother.
I tried to beat Super Mario Kart. And I just am convinced that game's not possible to beat because the AI is cheating the entire time. I'm convinced you can't beat it. I don't understand how it's possible.
Donkey Kong Jr.'s in that game.
Yes, but they have exclusive items that you don't have access to, and they always have items all the time. So it's like you're at an insane disadvantage constantly. It just does not feel fair. And in Super Circuit, to unlock the retro courses, which is just all the Super Mario Kart courses, which why the fuck would you want to race through those fucking dogshit courses again? You have to beat 150cc twice, get first place every time, and you have to get a certain amount of coins by the end of it. And I didn't want to do all these courses again. So I was like, I'm not going to unlock the retro courses. The credits rolled, and that was good enough for me.
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
Okay.
Credits rolling.
I'll respect anyone out there that wants to try out Mario Kart Super Circuit in 2025. And I will not spoil anything from the game. Even though
just Mario Kart in general. Mario Kart in general. Spoilers. You get it now?
Yes. No spoilers. But yeah, so don't play that game. Very bad. But now we can talk about a pretty good game.
Well, actually, one more thing.
Yes.
One more thing that we played. Me and Craig found out that a Milotic raid battle is really hard in Scarlet and Violet.
That is true.
We
tried like 3 or 4 times. We got our fucking shit rocked every time. It was terrible.
Couldn't even get them halfway down, dude.
No, it was awful. We needed help. And it's like we both had level 100 Pokemon with like good IVs and shit. And we just got our asses whooped. And I was like, damn it, I just wanted a Milotic.
Those raid battles can be tough sometimes, for sure.
It was very tough. I think if we had like 4 real people, maybe we could have done better. But to be totally honest, I think the NPCs were doing better than me and Tyler. I don't think their Pokemon faded as much as ours did.
At least you are playing it at 60 FPS and not 6 FPS.
That's
like
true.
The original.
And I'm telling you, it was beautiful. It's still unbelievable playing that game and seeing how run it well. It still looks like dog shit, but at least it runs at more than 2 frames a second. I'd rather it run well than be pretty, if we're being honest anyway, so I prefer performance over fidelity.
I found a shiny that night, so I was happy.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Curlia. Shiny Curlia.
I didn't find a dick. It was terrible. Had a bad time. Uh-oh, Tyler froze.
Froze on a smiling frame.
He looks so happy, aw. Tyler.
Oh, shit.
There you are. He's back.
There he is.
Back now?
I love when Discord freezes,
Cool.
and then when you start back up, you go like 3 times speed for half a second.
Yep.
It's just like trying to catch up where it left off. Anyway, we could talk about a good game now. We've all been playing Donkey Kong Bonanza, which released this past Thursday. Tyler, give us your initial thoughts.
Initial thoughts. I'm really loving it. I'm kind of glad. The only thing I was spoiled on so far is I know all the transformations.
Mm-hmm.
Which, okay, it's whatever. But I don't know. I'm still thinking there's some big surprises near this end, and I'm getting there because I got 3 transformations. No, yeah, I got 3, and I'm on my way to get my 4th one right now. I'm on sub-layer 900. I don't know. The game feels great. I love being able to just literally destroy everything, and constantly finding fossils, bananas, all that type of stuff. Especially if you fully upgrade your sonar ability, you can see things just way far out. That thing, if you're playing it right now, fully upgrade your sonar ability because it helps a lot. A whole
That's
lot.
what I've been doing.
Good to know. Zach, initial
I'm not
thoughts.
being a.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're good. I'll just say I'm not doing what Zach's doing, where he's like 100%ing every area before he moves on. But I will go back probably and do all that.
Yeah, so I'm having a good time. Like Tyler mentioned, I'm making myself get all the bananas and all the fossils in each area before I leave the area. That's just how I like to play these kind of games. Um, had a real good time. It's really fun to just like zone out and just punch the rocks for like 20 minutes at a time and just grind out gold and maps and all the other crap. Um, the I do think that like in Odyssey, there's a lot of like nonsense moons, like just like sitting there would be a moon, like ground pound here, you get a moon. Bonanza has a little bit of that, but I feel like some of the more random hidden bananas at least feel like a fun place to go to. I don't feel like there's as many random bananas. It's like you go and you dig in an area that looks like it's meant to be dug into, and there'll be like a banana there. I don't know. I feel like that there's still a lot of bananas, but I feel like it's a little less egregious than Odyssey with the Moons was, with just the randomness of it.
Yeah.
Movement feels real good. Donkey Kong be able to climb, just instantly grab things and move around real fast. Climbing feels real good. The roll, jump, roll combination to get like a bunch of speed and distance feels really good. I like throwing things. I just throwing rocks across the map to blow stuff up feels like a lot of fun. Um, I have not been turf surfing a lot. I need to get into more turf surfing,
You're
but I
missing
have
out.
been chunk jumping. I've been chunk jumping. Chunk jumping's good. But yeah, it's just a fun game. It feels good to move around in. It feels good to find things. You're constantly in that state of like you find something, you can see one more thing right there, and you go to that, and you can see two more things over there, and then you get lost, and it just guides you along the way like that. Does a good job of stringing you along and keeping you engaged.
Yeah, I'm liking it a lot too. Movement feels great. Um, the music is interesting because I haven't seen anyone else point it out yet, but it's a lot of arms energy in the music, especially during the Bonanza transformation. So those were fun and interesting. Um, the game gives me a little bit of anxiety. Like I feel overstimulated because there's so much to do. Like the fact that you can destroy and find everything. I feel like if I'm not destroying everything, that I'm missing out on something. So I feel like I'm not destroying as much as I should be. But it's like once I start, I'm like I feel like I'm just punching for the next 30 minutes, and I don't know when to stop
It's
because I
good.
feel like I'm gonna miss something.
I did see a screenshot on the second area, the flat land one, the big flat field one.
hmm
Someone literally destroyed everything. 100. It was just the foundation you can't break through.
hmm
That's all there was. All the grass, stone, dirt, everything was gone. Um, I was like, I wonder how long that takes to do that to a level.
Exactly. But
But
it's like I feel like you're always gonna miss something if you're just not randomly digging. So I'm like, oh my god, it makes me a little anxious. But I do like it. It's a good time. I think it's interesting how they took the approach differently than Mario Odyssey. Obviously, in that game, the moons are tied to progression. In this game, is the bananas, which are the equivalent, are tied to a skill tree, and you could just progress the game without collecting. You know, you could do a minimum banana run if you wanted to, because you don't actually have to get any of them, except for the ones that like, you know, you get from bosses and stuff. But even then, I think you could just skip them. I don't think you actually have to.
walk around them.
I don't think you
Yeah,
have
you
to
just
do
walk
any
around
of
them.
it, which is interesting. So, um, interesting that we'll probably get a lot of low percent speedrun categories for this game because you'd imagine getting bananas takes more time than just running past them, depending on the skills you get. So,
Beat it with zero bananas.
Also, pro tip, because the game doesn't tell you, up on the D-pad you can look at your skill tree.
Mm.
another
So you
thing the
know, so
game
it's out there.
maybe tells you, and I just skipped it because I'm stupid. There's a map. They're all laughing
Yeah,
at me
we were
last night
playing.
because someone was talking about like like they're like, oh yeah, if you all this stuff pops up on your map, and I was like, there's a map.
Craig is like 4 areas in the game. He's not like at the beginning. He's like in the he's well into the game at this point.
And I'd never used the map.
Like, oh, this is helpful. This is great.
Sometimes I have, you know, that kind of like Ego Raptor Aaron Hansen Game Grumps brain where I just skip tutorials without realizing it. Like I know I've told you, Zach. I don't know if I said it on the show before though. Like how I got to the end of Awakening, without ever using a Master Seal to upgrade anybody's class. I just didn't upgrade a single class
That's
in my
bonkers.
playthrough of Awakening, and I was like, why is this so hard? Everyone's max level. I should be kicking ass.
God, man, that's so dumb. That's so crazy.
So every once in a while, I have like bad gamer brain. I'm like Dark Side Phil, and I'm just blaming the game on everything. I don't want to be like that, but sometimes my brain just skips out on the important text on screen. I'm just skimming through because I'm just like, I want to play. I don't care. I'll figure it out, and then I don't figure it out. But to be fair, I wasn't struggling in Bonanza. I made it that far without the map. I just didn't know that there was a map. I was like, where do I need to go? And then I would whistle, and then it would kind of guide you. So the game still helps you out, even if you're a big dummy. I know, I love Pauline when she turns into Ariana Grande for a few seconds when you're trying to unlock things. She's oh, whoa! And it's great. It's very good. Good game design. You like my Pauline impression?
Yeah, can you do it one more time?
No.
I think it's funny the things where she's like, DK, I don't know if I can sing here, and she just turns and goes, DK, and just like everyone's just dancing.
I love it.
It's very silly, but I like it a lot.
It's very silly. It's a great time. I do like the outfits. I've been rocking the blue Donkey Kong with the yellow and blue striped tie and the little blue overalls. He's definitely looking like a little bit of a hipster, and I'm into it.
Yep.
Yeah, I originally was like, I don't know about the costumes in this game. Like, I don't know if I'll even use it. But then I was like, oh, they do abilities and stuff. And I was like, all right. So now I just keep changing it all the time.
My goal is just to make the stupidest looking Donkey Kong possible. So I'm trying to find the ugliest clothes because it shows it shows them in cutscenes with it too. So
the area I just got to, you can get like multicolored like fur.
Hell yeah!
So I'm like, ooh, kind of want one of those.
That's what I need.
So
can you do the Pauline impression one more time?
No. I can't. What am I, your fucking dance monkey? Don't tell me what to do.
Yeah, please. Please. You please do it.
I can't do it on the spot. Anyway, recent game pickups.
Do the roar. Okay.
Get the art. All right. Do you guys have a couple of games to show? How we doing on pickups?
I do.
Tyler, you can go first.
All right. So obviously we got DK Bonanza
Ooh.
because, which I gotta say, I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see it, but I love this.
Yeah, it's cool.
We're just gonna show it. That's what we're gonna do.
There it is.
That.
Yeah,
Great.
I saw a couple people being sad that online the cartridge wasn't yellow, which that would have been really cool if they did it like DK64.
Would have been very nice.
Yeah. And then also, I was just at GameStop 2 days ago. Yeah, 2 days ago, and I didn't realize this came out physically already, so I just picked it up. Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver 1 and 2.
Neat.
So
Heard
pick
good
that
things
up.
about those.
Yeah, never played them, so figured why not. And that's all I got.
That's all you got. Zach, you want to go next?
I know Zach got
Sure.
some good stuff.
That got Donkey Kong, and I got the Amiibo.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because why not spend $100 on a game these days?
That's your first physical Switch 2 game, right?
Correct. Yeah. I'll go back and get Mario Kart in 5 Christmases when it's on sale for $55 instead of $80.
Yeah, no rush, right?
But yeah, I got it one digitally. So, went to a game store though a couple days ago and got some pickups. I picked up Minecraft, the Xbox 360 edition.
Very exciting.
I wanted to. This is the only game in my top 10 that I did not have a physical copy for.
Oh.
It's Minecraft. So I want to get the first physical version of the game. I don't know if this is first print, but it's close enough. It's the 360 edition of the game. So I'm saying good enough. But we didn't start there because then we got a sealed Minecraft for the Xbox One.
Let's go.
So now I have Minecraft and Minecraft Xbox 360 edition.
Beautiful.
But that was not why I went to the game store. I wanted to go. A friend of the show, Sir Lumber, Brendan, was bring me to a game store he had been to. He said they had some good selections, so I got myself a. They had a lot of good cardboard selections. I was like, I'm gonna buy something cardboard while I'm here. I figured, why not stick with the theming of the recent release of Donkey Kong Bonanza, and I got Donkey Kong Country.
Let's go. Beautiful.
Let's go.
S tier collectible, according to Craig.
According to me.
So I got myself a Donkey Kong Country now.
Looks pretty clean.
Yep, it's very nice. It's weird. They had a player's choice and this version of it, and they wanted the same price for both of them. And I was like, "Can I have the not player's choice one?" He's like, "Yeah." was like, okay,
Hey,
thanks, I
hey.
guess.
Interesting.
So, yep, yep. That's my first complete in box SNES game, actually.
Oh,
So,
nice. That's very exciting.
yep.
Do you mind if I ask what that ran you? I just don't know how much it's going for nowadays.
I got it for $80.
That doesn't seem bad.
It seemed fine.
Especially now, because you think
Price
there
chart-
might be a bit of a bump with the DK Bonanza hype.
Yeah, Price Charting had it for 79, and then he had one there for 80, and it looked in good condition. I was like, I'll take it. I'm not even gonna question it. Gonna take it.
I need to regret. One of my biggest regrets, this would have been probably like six and a half years ago now, but there was a store in town. It was a record store, and they had Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, and 3 complete box, and they were all $60 each, and I wish I would have bought them all.
Yeah, this place had Country 1, 2, 3. They had Link to the Past. They had like rows of complete in box SNES
That's
games.
cool.
They had tons of N64, tons of Game Boy Advance. They had a lot of cardboard selection.
Greg, which
But-
one did you buy when we were in Texas? Was it two?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was the first print, so I was happy about that. I think it was made in Japan or something like that, so very exciting. Alright, so I got a few things. So first up, get the boring one out of the way. Just like you guys, first physical Switch 2 game. Still can't stand the big ugly red border, but I do like that there's spine art on my Switch games now. I will take it as a decent trade-off. We got Yu-Gi-Oh! The Early Days collection. It was on heavy discount on Amazon for Prime Day. It's like it comes with like 15 games. It's kind of ridiculous actually how many games it comes with. So I'll be excited to delve into that because I haven't played a lot of the.
Yeah, look at that list on the back.
Yeah, exactly. Look at that list of games. That's insane. And then, of course, it came with a card. I actually was hoping for the other card, but I'm not going to complain because a free Yu-Gi-Oh card is a free Yu-Gi-Oh card. But the other card I think is like the Japanese art, and I already have multiple cards with that art. So, but has a unique number printed for the game, so that's cool. Next up, GameStop got in some GameCube games by me, which was pretty exciting. So, had to get those because I actually do not have these ones right now. And the prices were decent. I think that they were both either at or below price charting. I had a $5 coupon, so what the hell? Why not? And then the last thing, a gift from a friend of ours. Our buddy Vinny mailed these to me. He came to Vegas, and unfortunately I missed out on being able to see him. But he gave me, or he mailed me, he makes these really cool, like, lenticular, like, kind of like, out of, what would you call these? Because they're, like, out of video game ads, essentially.
Yeah, so he takes pretty much old video game magazines. He takes the ad out. He puts it on like paper and laminates it so that way you can like have a proper way to display like a
Yes.
certain ad if you liked it.
Laminate, that's the word I was looking for. Yeah, so he got me one for the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Phantom Blood game on the exclusive from the exclusive PS2 Japanese game. He got me Persona 5 Strikers, and I'm not sure if this is for a game. Oh no, this is for Cypher, which is cool. He got me a Fire Emblem Cypher ad, which is the Japanese exclusive card game, which I don't know if I've talked about it on this show or not, but massive fan of that card game. So thank you. Shout out to Vinny, friend of the show. Very thoughtful gift. Sad I couldn't meet him in person, but there'll always be next time, whether it be convention or out here or out where he lives. So
Yeah, whenever you come to too many games,
maybe. But yeah, Fire Emblem Cypher is the best TCG ever made, and I'm not even kidding. It's a shame we didn't get it in America. I told Zach the nerdiest thing I ever did in my entire life was in college. What I did was because I wanted people to play this game with so badly, and I bought a bunch of imported decks from Japan, was I printed out packets of papers that were all like color printed, and I had each card, the name of the card, and what all the cards do and how the game works, and I would give people their packets. I'm like, this is what your deck does if you want to play it. And I convinced like 5 or 6 people to play it with me, so I had a group of people in my fucking local community college playing Fire Emblem Cypher, and they would just have like all these like thick ass packets of cards and what they do that they'd be flipping through until, after a couple of games you'd memorize it, and it was one of the most fun times of my life because I love that card game. And how, the fact that I convinced a couple of people to play it when there was such a high barrier of entry is ridiculous. So I'm very proud of that. And shout out, have it right next to me, actually, my favorite Fire Emblem Cypher card. my Lucina that I pulled out of the very first set. I don't know if it's worth anything because I think there's an even more rare version that has like the signature of the artist, but I remember I was just super excited when I pulled that card. So good
That's
stuff.
cool.
TCGs are awesome. I love video games, but I do love a good card game. I really do.
One quick go back.
Of course.
I forgot to do this. I like to read the back of the box of these old games. And there was one line on the back of this Donkey Kong Country I wanted to read to y'all.
Sure.
So it's this top one right here. I'll just read it real quick. So it explains what Donkey Kong Country is, and then the top little selling point is the most amazing 3D graphics and incredible sound ever.
Ever?
The most amazing 3D graphics and incredible sound ever.
Ever? Do you think that they figured it would never get better than that? Like this is still standing
know.
today?
I think it still
But-
is.
I don't think 3D graphics and incredible sound ever is a proper way to put that, but I just thought it was pretty funny. How
Shout out to
awful that
Aquatic
wording
Ambience.
was.
That is one of the best songs ever. So sound ever
It's true.
might still stand
But real-
true.
Best sound ever.
Sound ever. That's it. We're canceling next episode's Wii Memories. It's going to be the best sounds evers in video games.
The best sounds
Best
ever.
sounds ever.
It's just
But
gonna be
anyway.
all of the little like battle sounds from Sonic Adventure. What?
Oh,
I
no.
can't believe this.
Speaking of like that writing, one thing I love in Bonanza is the writing for some of these things.
Oh, very funny.
Because like in the beginning, like the second banana you get, the one monkey's like, you can't just be taking other monkeys' bananas like that, or something like that. It's just like, what? Or like the house one, this dude who's like, yeah, I just got this house, and then you destroy the whole thing. He's like, oh, I should have got Kong insurance. Like,
Yeah.
that was great. I read that, I was like, what?
Yeah, it is funny that you could just absolutely destroy these people's lives and they're still smiling at you and high-fiving you if you try to punch them. It's hilarious.
I love talking to the rock people. They tell me something, I just explode them.
The first time I did that, I actually cried laughing. Like, I couldn't believe that was a thing that you could do.
It's like body horror. Oh God! Exploded.
And then as they form back, you could punch them again and, like, stop their transformation. It's fantastic. DK Bonanza is quite the video game. Is it game of the year? Okay,
It'll get nominated.
definitely. Will it win?
No.
Should it
Play
win?
Obscure is gonna win.
There's still a
Claire
lot of other
Obscure's
stuff
gonna win.
coming out.
True. I think
I
you
still
guys
think
are
Claire
sleeping
Obscure
on
is gonna win.
Altair Yuma, alright? The real game of the year that none of us have played. But I want to play because
Yeah,
it
I'll
looks
tell
like a
him.
lot of fun. It's on the list. Mario Kart World, definitely not winning game of the year.
No.
I actually don't even think it should be nominated after thinking about it for a while, but that's fine.
No, I think that the game of the year 6 is going to be Claire Obscure, Donkey Kong, Metroid Prime 4, Ghost of Yotei. What's something from the beginning of the
Doom?
year?
Dark Ages?
In the Dark Ages.
No,
Kingdom Come Deliverance?
No.
2?
It's gonna be like Kingdom Come Deliverance is gonna be one of them, and then it'll be like fucking Hollow Knight or something like that. Some
Avowed
random-
is gonna sneak
Hades-
in there.
Yeah, okay. Avowed was fun. That was fun, but not. What if the 6th spot is a game about digging a hole?
That might be my game of the year. That might be my game of the year so far. Unless you don't, if you're one of those people that gets, offended by the nomination of remakes and remasters, my game of the year right now actually is just Oblivion Remastered. It's so good. Absolutely.
Yeah, heard good things.
Loved my time with it, and I plan on playing it again one more time this year because I had so much fun with it. All right, Tyler. Uh-oh. I think his headphones
I hear
died.
you.
He can hear
Keep
us.
talking.
You
I hear you.
have to do a little bit of trivia for me and Zach.
Alrighty. Last episode we talked about the Intellivision, all the
Woo.
fun facts stuff. Now we're doing game specific trivia on the Intellivision.
Can't
So
wait to get all these.
yeah. So
Perfect
as of
score.
right now, standings are Craig 15, Zach 12, because we got rid of the whole half point situation. Hopefully
Damn it.
none of these cause a half point, and I'm not going to let it happen anyway because I am the judge. Anyway, so first question: how many games came out with the launch of the Intellivision?
17.
I was gonna say 16.
All right. Well, if we're going Price is Right rules, well, just whoever's closest. Zach got it with 4.
Go.
Damn it.
Take that, Craig.
I wasn't
All right.
familiar with your game.
What were they? Can you name me at least one?
Hockey.
No.
Yeah, I was gonna say Tommy Talrico's 3D Adventure.
No.
Not Tommy Tallarico.
3D Adventure would be wild on the television.
Yeah, 2D Adventure. Sorry.
Just this incredible, like God
Is
of
there a game
War
that's called,
looking
like-
game on your television.
Is there a game that's called like Splat? Just Splat! Exclamation point.
It might be, but that's not one of them.
Okay. What about Boom
No.
with an exclamation point?
These all have more than one word. Well, one of them has one word, but
Splat Boom!
No.
Exclamation.
Boom splat.
there's no splats and there's no booms.
Damn it.
No big boom AJ.
I could give you a real big hint. Where one of us live is part of a title.
Texas goes Boom Splat.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Tommy Talrico's Gambling Simulator.
You're close with gambling.
Okay.
Vegas slots.
No, it's not slots.
Vegas
Poker?
slots.
All right. So Zach, pretty much, it's Las Vegas poker and blackjack. I'm just giving.
Hell
you-
yeah. Give me 2 points for
No, that wasn't the question.
that.
So it's Las Vegas poker and blackjack, armor battle, electric company math, and backgammon. So
Backgammon for the television?
Incredible.
We haven't
All right.
not lived our best gamer lives. We haven't played that.
Missing out. Playing their own
now,
stuff.
what was the last game released for the Intellivision?
Boom
Hint:
splat.
it's a sports game.
Madden Tech Mobile 2001.
NHL.
No,
Backgammon 2.
no,
Bowling.
no,
Parachuteless skydiving. Splat.
no,
Underwater basket weaving.
no. What?
That's a sport.
Okay. Think rare Game Boy Advance games.
Soccer. Volleyball.
Wait, yeah, it's volleyball.
Yay.
This is called volleyball?
Well, it's
That's
called
what they-
Spike. It's called Spiker Super Pro Volleyball.
Mm.
So I get a half point.
No, fuck you. You're getting full point. How many games were released for the Intellivision?
48.
97.
125.
Fuck.
You fucking idiot.
Now, what was the best-selling Intellivision game? I got multiple choice for this one. We got Armor Battle, Football, Astro Smash, and Baseball.
Football.
I'm going to go Astro Smash.
You're both wrong.
What are the
Was it
other two
Armor
options?
Battle?
You got football and baseball.
Baseball.
Craig got it.
Too slow.
Didn't Craig say football the first time?
Yes, I did. So
Oh, wait, you did?
did?
Damn, I thought one of y'all said Armor Battle, one of y'all
no.
said...
So you just gave me the answer.
Well, Zach, you should have called it out. You could have had it right there.
Too slow.
Well, it's too slow. All right. So what are we at? Craig got 3 right. So Craig's at
I wouldn't say we got
18.
anything right.
yeah. All right. Craig got
Was it
3 closest.
loosely?
Craig's
give us
at
all half
18.
points.
Fuck off. Zach is at 14.
He's at 13.5 and I'm at 16.5.
16 and a half. Yep. I'm good with that.
No,
I'm good with that.
no, we're at 18-14. That's where it's standing. All right, cool.
Okay.
All right, start doing your studying. This next episode, ColecoVision.
God damn it.
Hell yeah. He's
Don't
like,
worry,
please
we're gonna
skip
question
the
right
NES, please.
I'm not going to get any
Getting
questions
there.
right
We're
until
getting there,
December.
okay?
Probably not.
We're getting there. Making leeway.
All right, boys. It's time for the topic of the show. Most
Can you
wanted
believe?
things. What?
Can you believe we got to the topic of the show within an hour?
That's true. It's kind of impressive. Record time. Maybe
just looked
this
at
will
the
be our
topic.
shortest episode ever. Who knows? But
Now
probably
we're just gonna
not.
ramble for like 10 years of this last main topic. Hope y'all are in. Strap in, get a popcorn.
Exactly. We're obligated to be at least 180 minutes long.
We should start putting timestamps for when they actually get to the topic.
Well, Tyler stopped doing it when he was supposed to, so that's why I gave up.
Come on, Tyler.
What's your
Shit, go
excuse?
through all. What was the last? I don't have one.
Last time,
What was the last one?
last time you did timestamps was like episode 7. This is
No,
34.
no.
Yes.
No, it was like 9.
No, it was not.
9.
You're full of it.
Hold on.
We do not need a
Did
fact.
you ever did you ever do timestamps yourself or no?
No.
Okay, so the last episode.
That was your job.
I remember the one time I sent you like 5 episodes, and you're like, "Oh yeah, I never even posted them." I was just like, "Wow."
But I did eventually. I just forgot.
All right, main topic of the show.
Topic of the show. Shit we want to spend a lot of money on. Alright. I don't know about you guys. I wrote down 5 games, 3 non-games, and 2 things that are impossible, but I'll still hope that I can get one day. I'm not sure what you guys wrote down, but I'm excited to hear what you have. Zach, why don't you go first? What's something you want to own?
Sure. I guess just to kind of stick on the DK train, this is something that I have wanted for a while now, and then y'all talked about it on the most recent collective perspective about DK. One day when I have the space for it, I do want to have an original Donkey Kong arcade in my house. I think that'd be really cool. Have that in a game room. I don't currently have the space for it or probably the money for it, but I would like to have one.
Have you ever done any research on them? Like, see how much they cost?
I have not. I have not even bothered looking into it because I don't have the space for it. I don't want to find one for like a good deal right now, then like have to figure out where to put it. So
You're like, oh yeah, this will look good in the living room, honey.
oh, I would love that so much, but that would not work.
That would be really cool. Is that
There are a couple other
Oh.
so there are a couple other arcade games I do want, but Donkey Kong's like the poster child. I do want to get a Miss Pac-Man, whether it's a original or an arcade one-up. I don't care for that one. And also my favorite current or like modern arcade game to play at a barcade is Killer Queen Black. It's a giant arcade thing. It's 10 players, 5-on-5. And it takes up a whole lot of space, and I will need basically I'll need another house for that. But I think it'd be really cool to have one day.
Yeah, I've heard excellent things about Killer Queen Black. I don't know what it is or how it plays. All I know is that we got a Switch port at some point, and I don't know if it has an active player base or not. But
Yeah, I just realized the Switch version is Killer Queen Black.
Oh,
The
sorry.
arcade is just Killer Queen.
Killer Queen, yeah, okay.
I said Killer Queen Black. But yeah, the arcade is Killer Queen. The Switch game is Killer Queen Black. It's a fun game. I bought it on the Switch for $2.
hell
And I
yeah.
played it online a couple times. It's fun.
Can you give the TLDR of Killer Queen Black?
Yeah, so 5 players. One person gets to be the queen. One person gets to be the queen, and the others can choose between like knights and collectors. And basically, it's a blue team versus yellow team, and you can win in 3 different ways. Either the queens go around just killing everything. They're like super overpowered. They can fly. They one-shot everything. If your queen dies 3 times, you lose. So you can win a military victory. You can win an economic victory, which is like the collectors go and gather these berries and bring them back to the hive. And you have to get like 10 berries. And then there's a snail race. You can jump on these snails and slowly like bring them across the level, like literally like at a snail's pace. But anyone can go up there and kill you while you're on the snail and you're completely defenseless. So it's like a balancing game of like you want to not let your queen die, so you protect her with a knight, or you hunt the other queen with your knights, or you go for the berries to try to win an economic victory, or you try to sneak in a snail slowly across the stage. So it's just very hectic. There's a bunch of maps, like 10 players. I've played with, I think we've gotten like 6 real people and like 4 computers before. And it's a lot of fun. I've never played with 10 people before, but I bet that'd be very
I was
hectic.
gonna say it seems like it'd be hard to get a full group, but it would probably be an incredible experience if you could
Oh
work
yeah,
that out.
it's super cool. It's super cool. You only look what the cabinet looks like. It's literally like a 5-person wide and a 5-person wide. It's
Mhm.
like probably 20 feet long.
I have
It
seen
looks
it
super
before.
cool.
There's one here at in a barcade in Vegas that I've seen, so I have seen it. It's huge. It's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. I want to get one of those, but it would take up a whole wall of my house, so I don't know if I could justify it.
It would look great in the
But
living room right next to Donkey
it would
Kong.
look it would look great in the living room right next to Donkey Kong.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, isn't it
My
cool?
wife leaves me one day. I'll make some decisions. I'll get a Killer Queen Black for my living room.
Number one on the list. You're like, ah, finally. It's been in my cart for years.
Yes. Yeah, go ahead and throw it in the middle there. It's fine.
Just casually sitting in your Amazon cart, waiting to be checked out.
Yep. Yep.
Because that's what isn't there only like isn't there not that many of the actual cabinets? I read that somewhere that there's only
Oh,
like a couple of hundred of them that they ever made or something.
I couldn't tell you, but I'd like to have one day. Even if I have to like build a separate garage for arcades, I would like to do that one day.
God, wouldn't that be a dream?
That would be a dream.
Yeah, I had this in my non-game category, but I'll bring it up since we're talking arcades. I did have one of my most wanted ones is Mortal Kombat 2 original cabinet. That is probably my favorite like fighting game from my childhood. Probably my I don't know if it's my favorite Mortal Kombat, but I really like it a lot. I think it has the coolest cabinet with Raiden on the side of it shooting the lightning and stuff. I do have a arcade one up of it, which is really cool, but it'd just be awesome to have the original one day. I'm a massive Mortal Kombat fan, and I actually could have bought one at one point, but kind of situation like you, I didn't have anywhere to put it, so it's like I didn't buy it. But I kind of wish I would have now and just put it in storage because I could have gotten it for a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
My friend's game store got it traded in along with Mortal Kombat 1, and they both needed to be repaired, but once they were repaired, they were ready to go and all original, besides like the couple of fixes that needed internally. So that would have been really cool to own. But one thing I think people forget, because usually you see arcade one-ups nowadays, it's like actual arcade cabinets are just fucking huge. So they take up a lot of
Yeah.
space, but they are
Yep.
so cool, and it would be awesome to have one day. And I think if I had to have one, it would either be that or Mortal Kombat 4, because it has that really funny PNG of Quan Chi on the side of it that's giving you the side eye. That I'm sure many of
Yep.
you out there know what I'm talking about. So
Yep.
they also just released a trailer for the new Mortal Kombat 2 movie, so looking forward to that. I love Mortal Kombat. That's one of those things that I don't talk about it a lot, but it is like one of my favorite franchises because it was so integral to my childhood. So
Man, now y'all got me thinking like what kind of like I didn't think about like arcade cabinets.
if I had to pick a number two, probably goes to the Simpsons arcade game. That's one of my favorite beat 'em ups ever. Played it a ton as a child at good old Castles and Coasters in Arizona, which is like a local theme park there. But when you walk into the theme park, you walk through a castle that's a giant arcade, and they had. I
Mhm.
remember at the top, the ones I used to always play was The Simpsons, and then they had Primal Rage and some form of Killer Instinct, I think, next to it. But Primal Rage, which is such a weird fucking game, and The Simpsons were the ones that I used to always want to play. So
It'd be
Yeah.
cool to
I
have
think
because you don't see it often. That Super Monkey Ball arcade with the
oh
like
yeah,
track.
that would be
I
really
played that
cool.
once. They had that at around one near me.
Nice. Was it good? Was it fun?
Yeah, I mean it's kind of rigged near the end. Like all arcade games are like, oh, you ain't gonna get the jackpot.
I always
F
want to.
Zero AX cabinet would go hard.
I always want to go because there's an arcade in town that has a an original Rhythm Heaven cabinet, like when it was an arcade game in Japan, which is really cool. So I've been meaning to go down there and play it because I'm sure they won't have it forever. So I need to play it while I have the chance.
Convincing Bird Dog that since F-Zero AX has GameCube memory card functionality, it counts for the GameCube set. So he has to get an F-Zero AX in his home before he has the full set.
It's true. The set is now 559 games. Thank you very much. Which I know is something that'll rustle his feathers if he hears this because he believes in 554 for the set. Yeah, arcade cabinets would just be, in general, a cool thing. It's just they take up a lot of space and they're very expensive. But if you can
Yeah.
somehow afford to collect arcade cabinets, you've done well in life.
Yeah.
You figured it out.
One day we'll all have one, you know?
One day.
Be
Well,
nice.
I guess we all kind of went in a triangle there. Unless you have any other arcade cabinets you want to add, Tyler. Otherwise, Zach, if you want to go on to your next thing you want to add, maybe.
Go ahead, Zach. I mean, the only other ones I would like is like a Tekken one, or like a Soul Calibur one. I really like those cabinets.
Mm.
But yeah. Go ahead, Zach. What's your next?
My next one. This one, I think y'all were taunting me with recently. I do want to get eventually Fire from Fate Special Edition.
Mm.
It does kind of bother me that I don't have. I actually don't have any of those games physically. Funny enough. So it would be nice to get the special edition and just have them all physically. But it's a little cheaper than it was. It's not like $1,000 anymore. It's like $400 right now. So
And it comes with a nice carrying case for your 3DS.
just what I need.
So wait, you don't have any of them? I thought you had Birthright.
No, I own all of the games. So when I bought, I had a snafu with GameStop where they didn't have my copy. They didn't have any pre-orders. I can't remember what happened, but I wanted to play Conquest on launch day and they didn't have one, so I bought it digitally, and then I just bought Birthright digitally also with that, because it's like an add-on, like a DLC
Yeah.
for the game. So I have Conquest, and then I bought the DLC for Birthright and Revelations, but I don't have any of them physically.
Yeah, because I think if you did it that way, you got a bit of a discount, didn't you? Like, I think they're only like $30 instead of 40 or something like that.
Oh no, digitally, yeah, they were. Yeah, I think they might have been cheaper, but what did they cost? I can't remember. I just know I don't have any of them on the shelf,
Mm-hmm.
sadly. But yeah, I'd like to have all those one day, especially the special edition.
I'll always be sad that mine has a crushed corner because GameStop sent it to me in a bubble mailer. I was so annoyed.
That is very annoying.
Freaking GameStop shipping, dude.
Also, one weird Fire Emblem Fates collectible, quote unquote, that I have that I feel like almost nobody probably has, which is funny, is I have pre-order cards from Target because you were able to buy these $1 cards to reserve a copy of Birthright and Conquest. And I never picked up my pre-orders from Target. I went and got the special edition from GameStop's website. So what it was you gave them the pre-order card and then they gave you a copy of the game. So I have these pre-order cards that I never turned back in. So I'm like, I wonder how many of these are actually just like floating around.
Is there any sort of warranty on those cards where they say like must use by this date, or you should just bring it to somebody like I would like a copy of?
Right now, please, thank you. And they're like,
Thank you. I'm sure you have this still.
I never picked it up, but I still live near the Target that I pre-ordered them from, so that would be fun.
That's it.
It's like when old people go to McDonald's and they yell at the minimum wage worker for not accepting their coupon that expired in 1997 for a Big Mac.
Bro, when I worked at Arby's, there were people that would come in and they would laminate their coupon sheets so we don't take their coupons.
I wouldn't accept the coupon
Sounds
then.
like-
What the hell?
Yeah, it sounds like you don't get the coupon.
Yeah, I'd look at it and I'd be like, man, we don't have 3 for $5 roast beef anymore. Like what 5 for $5? No, not in this economy. Like it ain't
Not in
happening.
this economy. Man. Do you ever eat Arby's anymore since you stopped working there? No? No desire?
Haven't. Not really.
I love Arby's. I don't care what anyone says. It's one of the great American inventions is the Arby's roast beef and cheddar.
Eating Arby's for probably 2 decades.
Tyler, what's something on your list? What you got?
Another thing I would like. I don't even know what became of me wanting this, but a Misadventures of Tron Bond on PS1 would be kind of cool. I don't know. I guess I just like high-end PS1 stuff, but it's also a game I kind of want to play because I tried playing it on my Vita, and it just felt weird using the back touchpad and stuff. So I was like, I kind of just want to play the actual game. I could play it on my PS3, but I can also get a physical of it. You know,
That
at
would
too
be
many
much cooler.
games, I seen one, and it was a good price. I don't know if it had the demo disc because it comes with a Mega Man Legends 2 demo disc for it to be complete. You know,
That's right, yeah.
and I seen it. It didn't say anything about not being complete, and it was like I think $100 less than what it was like going for. And I was just like, damn, that's kind of tempting, you know.
So why didn't you do it?
Well, it was like the first booth I went to on a Friday, and I was there all weekend. I wasn't gonna just drop that. I was just like,
Why
oh,
not? That didn't stop me when we went to the convention together.
we went for one day.
Fair.
And I was just like, hey, Craig, there it is. But yeah. So we like walked a bit, and I was like, I'm gonna go back and check. And I went back, and it was gone already. I was like, it was probably complete.
That's heartbreaking.
I was like, but hey, I'll get one eventually.
Eventually,
I
eventually.
enjoy it.
Are they are you a fan of the Mega Man Legends games? Have you played those or no?
Nope. I don't know what became of this fascination of wanting this, but I just want it.
I will say I think that those games have some of the best art styles of all time. The Mega Man Legends games, they look incredible to this day.
They're pretty cool
Yeah.
looking.
Love, love, love that art style. Alright, number one game on my list. I've talked about it many times before, but gotta bring it up again just because it is number one on my list. A North American copy of Panzer Dragoon Saga. I had to part with my copy a few years ago now. I miss it dearly. I do have a Japanese copy, so I do have a version of it, but it's my fifth favorite game of all time, so I still really want to own it again. And it's expensive. It's like $1,000 game, give or take. But it's not unrealistically expensive. It's like if I really wanted to, I could either save towards it or, sell other stuff towards it. So it's like I can't get it. I'm just kind of waiting for the timing to be right. Hopefully I could find a decent deal. I'll never find a deal like I did the first time though, and I got it for like $350. That
Yeah.
was the most incredible thing ever, actually. I was the only bidder.
Yeah,
I was the only
that was
bidder
that
on
eBay
eBay.
with no feedback, right?
Huh?
That was that eBay seller with no feedback. Right?
Yeah, I bought from that same guy that and Magic Knight Raid for like $600 total. He had no eBay feedback, and I was the only bidder on both of his listings. I was like, this is the fucking best day of my life.
That's crazy.
It's like both of those games, like even back then, were like at least $2,000. So, and it's like fully complete. They had like all their inserts, all their ads, all their registration cards, like everything was there. So, the discs were flawless. It was the time to be alive. So, but I'll get it again one day. It's just a matter of waiting for the right timing. It's just funny because it's like that game's been like $1,000 for like a decade, so I don't think it's ever going to go up or down. It kind of just always fluctuates between like 800 and 1,200, and then the happy medium is kind of like around $1,000. So I'm just kind of like patience is key with this one. I don't think it's ever going to explode. I don't think there's a lot of new Sega Saturn collectors in 2025. I think those people have already showed up to the scene if they care about it. So
Yeah.
but one of the best games ever made. So I fucking hope and pray for the day that becomes accessible for so more people can play it, because it'll always be like in my eyes like the best video game that no one's ever played.
One day.
One day. All right, Zach, what else you got?
Let's see. I guess on a similar note of expensive game I need, I am going for a Virtual Boy set, so I'd like to have Jack Bros. I kind of need to get that at some point.
That's also on my list, just so you know.
Yeah. I think that game is just like, what, $2,000 basically is what
a
you're
lot
gonna
of
spend on that thing. So it's gonna be something I have to save for. I want to get it in person. I don't want to order it off of eBay. I want to get like at a convention or something, where I can hold it and look at it and then immediately transport it back home.
Just leave
have
the
to worry about
convention
it.
early.
Yep. So yeah, at some point I have made this decision to get a Virtual Boy set. I will have to get Jack Bros. I have 3 games right now out of 14, so it means I can buy 10 more, and then I'll be stuck with waiting to get fucking Jack Bros for however long that takes.
Do you want Jack Bros to be last, or if you find a good deal, are you just gonna take it?
I mean, sure, depends on what good deal. But yeah, I assume Jack Bros will be the last one. I assume I'm not going to pull the trigger until I have to.
So,
But
what
if I
would be
get
a
one,
good deal to make you pull the trigger? How much?
$500. I'll do it right now.
So if you see one for $550, you pass him?
Yeah, I tell the guy fuck off.
501.
Oh hell
No, I
no!
mean,
500 bottom dollar.
Obviously,
Give it to me
obviously, it would just depend on the situation and what the game looks like. But maybe I would buy it earlier than the last game if it was like a really good deal. But I think it would just. I feel like it's inevitably going to be the last one. I'm going to have to get it at a convention or something.
I'll have to look for it, because I think in my phone I still have a photograph of when it got traded into a shop many years ago now in town where I live, and it was like $650 complete. Just like insanely cheaper compared to what it is now. And I was like, man, that's so cool. It's too expensive though, so I won't buy it.
Yeah.
Oops.
If you have the price charting, it does do like a bump
Whoop.
in the 2021 thing where it just like tripled in price or some
Crazy.
bullshit. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, that's on my list as well. Bit not because I want a virtual voice set or anything. Although I feel like if I bought it, I might as well go for a virtual voice set at that point.
Yeah, retroactively go back and get
Exactly.
them all. Yeah.
But for me, obviously I'm a big Atlas guy. I love Jack Frost. I love Persona. And this is the first like piece of Shin Megami Tensei media that we got in the West, so it has a lot of cool historical value in that way. And not only that, but I've played the game and it's very fun. It's a great time. So, not that I really care about my rare and collectible games being fun to play, but that would be a nice bonus that it's actually a good game too.
The way I'm doing this Virtual Boy set, I'm trying to review every game I get. So I'm gonna have to buy this game, open it, and play it.
Your hands are gonna be shaking as you put in the cartridge. There's nothing more tense than opening up like the cardboard flap on a really expensive game. It always makes me anxious.
Yeah. I plan on opening it one time. I'm gonna leave the cardboard open, and then I'm gonna play it, and then I'm gonna put it back and never open it again.
Good deal. Tyler, what's next on your list?
Next on my list, let's get the obvious one out of the way. One that I've been wanting for a long time, and it's mainly just because I like Pokemon. Obviously, I want a North American Pokemon box, specifically North American, Zach. Pokemon box, complete, big box, all that. Do I feel like spending $3,000, $4,000? Probably not. But one day, I'm gonna get it somehow, and it's gonna be in my collection. Even if I gotta just do this separately, because Craig's eventually gonna be convinced and give me his outer box.
Not giving it to you.
And then, well, no, like we're gonna work something out, obviously. And
$500.
Much more than that. I'm sorry.
Right, 501.
That cardboard box doubles the price of the game.
So yeah, but you don't have the game. That's the point. So
not my problem.
It is. You sold it. No, but seriously, like just getting that complete. I don't care how I do it. Buy it all together, piece it together. One day it's gonna happen, and that's gonna be great. Even though it's really just a storage organizer, not even a game. But it's Ruby and Sapphire, best Pokemon generation, F Gen 4. Kidding.
Sorry, Gen 7 is the best gen anyway, so.
We did have the better remakes anyway. But,
Yes, you did.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just something I really want one day. Because, of course, I want, like, a complete I just want everything Pokemon, game-wise, because some of them consoles are, like, crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I almost got all the mainline stuff. There's just, like, 2 more I need, but then I'm going to work on the side stuff, which that's where Pokemon Box is. One day.
There's copies out there. They're just pricey.
Might have to sell some organs. Make it happen. What's up, Zach?
I'll tack onto this. One of my things was all the mainline cardboard Pokemon games. Mm-hmm. So
they look nice.
I know you have almost all of those. I would like to have those.
I'm missing blue and yellow. That's what I need. But whenever I see them at a convention, they're always like beat to shit, and I'm like, If I'm spending like this much, I would rather want one clean.
No, exactly. You don't want to cheap out and get one that you're not happy with at that point. You're already spending a lot of money, so you might as well spend more and get a nice copy.
The game store I was at had this last weekend had a really clean first print Pokemon Red for $300, and I was like,
"That's honestly not bad."
No, that's
I was like, should I do this right now?
You should have.
Go
back. Stop the show.
Like some people have those for like $400 or $500. Like $300 is really good one.
If I was willing to spend $300, I might have got that. They also had a Ocarina of Time Collector's Edition in extremely good condition for $300, and I was like,
that seems a little high.
And also,
I don't know. My game store has it for $500, so I was excited to see $300. But
like, also with USEC, like Red for $300, you already have a red cartridge. Red cartridges go for like $70. That could be like $230 complete pickup right there.
It's pretty good.
Not bad. That's what I'm gonna do with my blue and yellow because I have the cartridges, but.
Well, speaking of red cartridge.
You'd have to keep that cartridge, though. Unless
It's
you
gonna
just
be
want to
your
go there
100% cartridge.
This is going to be going in a frame, so
At this point, we're doing that video for the freaking 30th anniversary,
yeah.
What
which is
year
kind of cool.
anniversary is this year?
Well, this year is
29.
29. Next year in February is gonna be 30.
You got to chop to it.
I mean, we're pretty much there. It's just the however we want to work it. So we'll see.
As you guys save state your way to a full Pokedex.
Listen. I don't know
Slander
what
us
you're
here.
talking about. I can't save state on a Game Boy Advance. All right.
That's true.
I don't know
That's
what you're
true.
talking about.
So really, only one of you is cheating.
When me and Zach almost thought our whole thing was crushed when we couldn't get a link cable to work. I was like, I didn't fly out here for nothing.
I had did you order one or did I order one? I can't remember. I think I had to Amazon a Game Boy Color link cable or
That's
something
so
like
funny.
Yeah. And then we found out that it like wasn't connecting right to like the analog pocket or something. And we had to like
that. Yeah,
you had to like really shove it in there or something like that.
yeah, it was
I don't
weird.
know.
But it
Almost
worked.
broke your
And then
analog pocket
we're up
over
to, like
it.
we're up to like 3 a.m. fucking trading.
Jesus, y'all are crazy.
This shit's tedious, man.
Yeah.
I know.
Got it, though.
I've never traded Pokemon like on the first generations before, so
You don't want to. You don't want
I'm not missing out.
It takes like 2 minutes per trade.
That's crazy.
It's like
So what's
Yeah,
what's the
but-
number one priority for your missing games, Zach? Because you only have Emerald, right? CIB.
yeah. So I would like to have so basically Gen 4 and on. I have I don't have all of them, but like the hard plastic cases are a lot easier to come by. I feel like.
Yeah.
So I've got Emerald. I would like to get Sapphire because that was like my first game I owned. First Pokemon game I owned. But then Crystal's a big one, and then either Red or Yellow. So I would say the order of operations would be Sapphire, Crystal, then I guess Yellow. I'd like to get those, but
Crystal's a pricey boy too.
yep.
Yeah, it used to be a lot more. It was like up there in like the friggin' $1,000 like with Emerald, but
Which is
Golly,
insane.
man.
came down. I don't know what it is now, but I think
I don't know.
maybe
I think,
like 6 or something like that.
yeah, I think we've talked about it on the show, but there's definitely been a bit of like retrospective, like revisionist history of people like hating on Gen 2 all of a sudden over the last year or so. When that used to be like the golden child for a long time. Very strange to see.
Yeah.
And I
Boys
feel like a lot of
before
Pokemon YouTubers are very influential on the audience. So,
Yeah. Before we continue, I have to piss really bad.
okay, go ahead. We can keep it going.
If you want to keep it going, go
We'll keep
ahead.
it going.
But like, this iced tea is killing me now. So
The iced tea you were drinking by the gallon?
BRB.
I think
Crazy how that happens.
that was a lot of iced tea. Good lord. I'm not an iced tea man myself. Are you?
I like iced tea, yeah. I'm not a sweet tea guy. I like unsweet tea.
I only like my tea hot. I like to have nice cozy time. The one with the little sleepy bear on it help me go to bed sometimes.
I can't drink hot tea because it hurts my will whips. But
Aw, poor widow Zachoey and his widow whips.
like I didn't have my coffee this morning because I woke up too late for the episode, so I made my coffee and I put it in the fridge. So it has to cool off for a little bit.
How do you drink your coffee? I actually don't know this about you.
Cold black Folgers coffee.
Really? You drink your coffee black?
Yep, just a nice. Best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup, but then put that in the fridge overnight.
I didn't know I did podcasts with my grandfather. It's crazy.
Yeah, I love black coffee.
That is one of like the most like ingrained pieces of like my childhood like memory is going over my grandparents, and after dinner every night they pull out the giant red bin of the Folgers instant coffee.
Hell yeah.
Very
hell yeah.
iconic. I wish I was
Ready
man
next
enough. I
week?
can't drink my coffee black. I will throw up everywhere. I just can't do it.
I love it. I have a whole pot of black coffee every day.
I don't know. I think I tainted myself because when I started drinking coffee, I hated coffee. And then when I worked at McDonald's in high school, I would make it all the time in the morning. So eventually, it would start to, the smell kind of grew on me. And then I would start drinking it. But I would drink like the mocha frappes and the caramel frappes, where it's just basically like liquid candy. So now whenever I try to drink black coffee, I just can't do it.
At the Mexican food restaurant I worked at, we like technically could sell you coffee, but people like rarely ask for it. And all it was It was just the coffee that the workers made the morning, like prepping for the food of the day. So someone would order coffee like 2 p.m. And it was just the coffee from like 7 a.m. that was just like sitting there all day. And I would give it to them, and they'd be like, "This isn't good coffee." I'm like, "You're ordering from a Mexican food restaurant in a mall. What do you mean? Why are you complaining about this not good coffee? Like, deal with it. I don't want to tell you. Like,
What did you expect?
what did you expect? It's instant coffee that was made 7 hours ago.
It's just been sitting there rotting.
Yeah, you shouldn't have ordered it.
I will say though, shout out to McDonald's coffee. It's actually pretty fire. One of the best fast food coffees. Not a Starbucks guy
McCafe?
myself, so the McCafe goes hard.
Can we do an episode on favorite McDonald's toys?
I don't know if there's that many good ones, to be honest.
Well, favorite video game McDonald's toys.
I don't know if there's that many to pick from. Is there?
I don't know. You're the one who worked at McDonald's.
These
Hell
ones are
yeah.
good.
Even
Why do you
I-
just have that with arm's reach? Like,
It's on my little shelf right here.
he always has it ready to go. Nah, even
I always-
when I worked at McDonald's, we didn't even get like cool stuff like the Pokemon cards and stuff yet. That all came after. So
Hmm. Lame.
exactly. Tyler, how's your piss? Feel better?
Really good.
Good.
I'm relieved. I was like, I'm gonna try to hold this, and then it was just at the point where I was like, nah, I gotta go.
I would really love it if you pulled out another half gallon of iced tea and started drinking it. Just
I would've.
self-sabotage.
Because I told my sister to pick me up too, and she only picked me up one, so
Oh, what a jerk.
can't do it.
The hell are
Can't do
siblings
it.
for anyway?
Exactly.
Alright, I don't know where we left off. Tyler.
We're talking about the Pokemon games.
Yeah.
I
I
meant
went Pokemon, then I said I was on my list also, so I think it's your turn, Craig.
Okay, cool. Keep it in the realm of Game Boy Cardboard. One of my most wanted things I want so badly, and I'll never ever own it. Because not only is it extremely expensive, it's basically impossible to find. And that is a first print of Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Duel Stories on the Game Boy Color. So that game was the
is
first.
that the one? Is that the one that comes with like a special Dark Magician or something like that?
So kind of. So it was the first Game Boy. It was the first Yu-Gi-Oh video game we got in America, which is really cool. But the first print, Yu-Gi-Oh games famously all come with cards usually. And this first one came with, it came with Dark Magician, Blue Eyes White Dragon, and the Exodia the Forbidden One. And Yu-Gi-Oh cards all have special printing on the bottom corner indicating what set they're from. So if they're promo cards that came with a game, they have a number indicating that. So you can't just get like any copies of these cards, throw it in your box, call it complete. But the game came with those cards. It came with the starter deck art for Blue Eyes and Dark Magician, which are the more famous ones a lot of people grew up with because they were the starter decks you would buy at Walmart or whatever and play with. And this game just does not exist. I'm telling you. You could look for. I've seen like I think 2 copies sold ever, basically of like with the cards included, and they've all went for thousands of dollars. And here's the real catcher: is you can buy this game brand new. It'll say that it'll come with those 3 cards, and sometimes it comes with different cards. Like it'll come with the cards that came with the second printing of the game. So you could buy this, for thousands of dollars brand new, and get the wrong promo cards that aren't listed on the back, which is extraordinarily heartbreaking.
That's awful.
But, love Yu-Gi-Oh! It's my favorite card game besides Fire Emblem Cypher that I love to play, with my brother-in-law.
Which was it? Duelist of the Roses,
friends.
you said?
No, this is Dark Duel Stories.
Dark Duel Stories, Game Boy. Okay.
Yeah, I think me and Christian
Oh,
talked about
God.
it a long time ago on Collective Perspective, and it's like it's literally impossible to find, but it is an incredibly cool release. Comes with the 3 basically most iconic cards in all of Yu-Gi-Oh. So that would be a dream item, but I would settle for just having the game complete in box even without the cards, but it would be really cool to have it with those cards because that's kind of what makes it.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I even looked up, like, there's been people that have gotten the cards themselves just graded by PSA, and just the cards alone go for hundreds, like, individually. Like, for one card, $400 or $500. So it's like, this would be an insane investment to even try to piece it together.
It'd be really
Yeah.
funny to grade all the cards individually, and the game is not complete. If you have the game and then like the graded cards next to it.
or you just be a total monster and shove the graded cards inside of the box and destroy the box, and you're like, it's a complete box.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, that's super high up on the list. Probably never going to happen, but it would be really cool. All right, Zach, what you got next?
I'll stick on the Game Boy Color train. I would like to reacquire my first game ever. I have a loose copy of it, but Oracle of Ages. I have my original childhood copy sitting over there, but it's loose. I would like to get the box version. I would keep my copy, of course, but I would put the complete version on the shelf just to feel. A couple times now. I think the Oracle games are pretty underrated overall in the Zelda. As far as Zelda games can be underrated, I think the Oracle games are, like, on the grand scale of underrated games, they're not underrated, but Zelda games, yes, are on the lower
Yeah,
end.
I feel like all the handheld Zeldas kind of get forgotten about, except for Awakening. So
Yeah. See, I'd like to recomplete that, and I just like the blue and red boxes for those games, Seasons and Ages. The kind of holographic boxes look
yeah,
really
they're
nice.
very nice looking.
So
These
yeah,
ones were
I'd like
they were Capcom developed as well, right?
Yep. I think it's called Flagship was the company. It's like Capcom, Nintendo, and Sega partnered together.
Very interesting.
Yep. So
Tyler. Me.
What you got?
Should I say next? I'm just gonna stick to like the little Pokemon train I had going. Lastly, for a Pokemon thing I would want is, honestly, I don't even care which one, but just any one of the Pokemon Center exclusive like Game Boy Advance SPs, because those things are like sick.
Yes, they are.
Rayquaza, Kyogre, Groudon. There's a Venusaur one, a Charizard one, and I think like a Torchic.
Mhm.
I'm right. Don't know why Torchic.
I know, so random.
But I have a Venusaur one console, but it's like beat to shit, screen shattered, but no box or anything. But I
Damn.
feel like it's all fucked up.
Not a shattered screen SP.
Thanks to this freaking dude that sat on it. But yeah. I feel like the Rayquaza one would probably be the like one I would want, or like even Kyogre or Groudon I would situate with. I seen the Rayquaza one at Too Many Games in box, and I think it was $5K.
Holy
If I'm
shit.
right. And dude, just seeing those in box, you never see them in box, but
Mm-mm.
I ain't throwing $5K like that on an SP that just has a little printing of Rayquaza on it.
So you're a fake fan, is what you're saying.
I guess so. But yeah.
$5,000, man.
That's insane.
I'm going to double
Absolutely.
check if it was 5K, but I'm pretty sure it was. I have a photo of it.
It's really cool though.
But yeah, just any one of those, I would be pretty satisfied with.
Yeah, I feel like there's not a lot of special edition Game Boy Advance SPs, and all the ones that do exist are crazy expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is just a little print of Rayquaza on there, huh?
Yeah, that's all it is.
Yeah,
The
it's not
Groudon
like
one,
super.
the
It's like
Kyogre
very
one-
minimalist. It's interesting.
The Groudon and Kyogre one, okay, it wasn't 5K, it was 2K. But like,
Still a lot.
Zach, did you see what the box looks like or no?
No, I saw a loose one.
Yeah, the boxes
That's
are
what's
crazy. The boxes are cooler than the console.
Zach,
Ooh,
yeah,
yeah, it's really cool.
they had that. They also had a Giratina Pokemon Platinum DS Lite. I never knew existed.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
It looks like this
Let's see it. Oh, interesting.
in the box. But yeah, those things are really cool. I would like having at least one of them.
Good shit.
Probably will never get it, but
It's
Well,
less
I mean, I have
expensive than
Venusaur.
Pokemon box, so you can make it happen.
maybe I wonder how much I could make selling that like destroyed Venusaur one.
I don't know, because
Like-
it's like I wonder if you take the shell, put it on another console, do you think people would get mad about that, or do they not care because all the internals are the same anyway?
I don't know. Or even if I just like change the screen out, 'cause that's the main issue.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm about to show you.
How bad it
Just
is.
so you can see it.
He's actually going to take a second piss, and this is his excuse. He's just really gotta go. This man consumed more iced tea than thought humanly possible.
What are you laughing about?
Don't worry about it. We said you went to go pee again.
Oh, so there's the Venusaur.
Barely
Okay,
even
let's-
see it.
Come on. Come on. There we
There
go.
it is. There it is. There's Venusaur.
Damn, you can't even really.
Nah.
Turn it
It's got a
on.
little juice
We
in
believe you, though.
it. No, it has no juice in it. It's like,
No juice. Yeah, you can't
Uh,
see in camera. It's okay.
Now I can tell.
yeah.
Flash your phone screen on it.
There you go.
Your phone flashlight.
There it is. Wow.
There we go.
Good lord.
Ooh, that is a spider web.
Yeah.
Rough.
So it also has Venusaur like at the bottom.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, that's that.
It's a nice
All big
color.
shit. So yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what these go for.
Yeah, who knows? It's tough because they're so rare that sometimes condition doesn't matter. But when the screen's
Yeah.
shattered, no one's gonna want it anyway. So you'd have to at least change that out for sure. But
Mhm.
wouldn't you rather just change out the screen and then buy the box so you could have it complete?
I mean, that is true. But am I gonna find somebody selling just the box?
Probably not. That's fair. That's a great point.
If I could. But yeah.
All right. Next up for me, Final Fantasy 3, the Super Nintendo version, which is our Final Fantasy 6 over here. One of my all-time favorite games. Absolutely love it. Depending on the day of the week, sometimes I feel like I like it more than Final Fantasy 7, but it's hard for me to nail it down. But it would be really cool to own complete in box. It comes with, a million inserts, comes with a giant map of the entire world, all that kind of cool stuff that role-playing games of the time came with. So high up on my list. Feel like it has cool box art too, just the purple with the logo and the Moogle hanging out on it. So very iconic box art. Big fan of that. But yeah, that's my only Super Nintendo game on my list. So I love Final Fantasy 6. Such a good game.
Yeah, I need to play that game one day. I had the Pixel Remaster. I've just been putting it off.
It's so good. You'll love it. You really will. It's definitely top 3 Super Nintendo games for sure.
I don't know. We made the list. I don't think it made top 3.
That's true. On my personal
We had the-
list. On the
We had
collective
definitive
list.
list. We had the definitive list that shall not be disagreed with. But
I don't even remember what number 1 was. So long ago
I don't
now.
remember. I don't either.
Oh well, what else you got, Zach?
Kind of boring. But NES copies of Super Mario Bros., Legend of Zelda, and Metroid.
Mm-hmm.
I like to have those 3 specifically.
Nothing boring about that. Those are staples.
Well, yeah, but it's just like, they're like, it's a little too staple, to get.
Wait, what 3 did you say? Sorry, I was looking at it.
Super Mario Bros., Legend of Zelda, and Metroid. I like to have those 3.
Which
NES.
printings do you want of these bad boys?
Do you really care, or do you just want first print?
I guess I don't really care. I want to have them first and foremost, but of course I want first print if possible. But
I don't know. I've always
Mario
been
Bros.
a big fan of the like kind of player's choice equivalent of Metroid, where it's like the big yellow box with her
Yeah.
in the middle doing like kind of the pose. I always thought that was a really cool box art. So if I were to get Metroid, I'd actually want the latest possible print because I always thought it looked super cool.
Yeah.
For Mario, obviously
Those are-
earlier the better, and then Zelda. It would be cool to have the gray card actually, just because that's actually harder to find. Even the gold card is iconic.
Oh yeah, I want the gold one.
Yeah.
For sure. So
Rank them right now: Mario 1, Zelda 1, Metroid 1.
if like me playing the games.
Yeah.
Zelda 1, Mario 1, Metroid 1. I still like Zelda 1. I would play that game today. Mario 1, I have fun for 15 minutes. Metroid 1, I don't have a good time with.
Fair enough.
But
Tyler, what's on your list? What else you got?
Another thing I would think I'd want, because it was the first one of the series I played, and it's just expensive complete in box. Super Mario World. That would be a cool thing to add to the collection, but spending like $700.
Yeah, because you don't want the
Okay.
shitty ass All Stars version, right? You want like
Exactly.
you want the first print, the impossible to find.
That one.
Not impossible, but
I mean-
very hard to find box.
Yeah. Very impossible, very pricey, but one day. I don't know. Super Mario World, just a great game. It was my first like introduction to like Mario games as a whole, from what I remember at least. Playing through that game, first Mario game I beat, just all the nostalgia with it, and just having a complete box copy on the shelf, I feel would be pretty cool.
Yeah, it's always going to be incredible to me that that's like a super rare complete in box game. That's so strange that that happened,
Yeah,
but it makes
Yep.
sense because everybody bought the console that came with the game. So I know, isn't it funny to think that I mean it's true, even for modern day, but it's just funny to think about buying a game without a console without a game. Like if there is a bundle with a game, why wouldn't you ever want the console that came with the game? Let me buy,
yeah,
let me get my kids a Super Nintendo for Christmas, but no games. Just a Super
No
Nintendo.
games.
The games will come later.
I told you when I bought my DS, the only game I had for the DS was the freaking Metroid Hunters demo.
Oh,
But
but that game is so fun anyway. Who cares? That's all you need.
I couldn't afford another game, so I just played that demo and then Pokemon on the bottom cart slot.
Such a killer demo. I think I've told this on here, but when I first moved out here, I got my Wii U and I was living in a hotel for like a couple of weeks, and I got the Wind Waker bundle that you had to download, and the Wii U wouldn't connect to the hotel's internet, so all I had was the Mii Maker for 2 weeks.
That's so
Because I didn't have any more money to buy another game, I spent all my money on the Wii U bundle. I was so sad. Good old Wind Waker.
That's pretty funny.
All right. What else? Who just went? Tyler just went.
I
So I
did.
can go again. I had one more list on my just regular old games, but I'm gonna skip it because I don't think it's that interesting. I'm gonna go to non-games, which I had two more things since we already talked about the Mortal Kombat 2 cabinet, and both of these are plushes that I would love to add to my collection. The first one being E102 Gamma from the Sonic
Knew it.
Adventure plush or line. Tyler knows about this one. Zach, I think you know a little bit about the history of this one. I've talked about before,
Yeah.
but an incredibly rare plush. It was covered in this really poorly made vinyl material that just deteriorates over time, even if you aren't touching it. So it's like there's almost no good conditions versions of this plush left. It's shaped super weird because it's accurate to the way you shaped in the game. So it's like people were not winning these things out of claw machines easily. So not a lot of them were actually won and owned by people. You could just tear the vinyl off with the claw if you grabbed it wrong getting out of the machine.
Hell yeah.
A lot of people that own this plush literally have it in like temperature controlled spaces to like try to keep it in as nice condition possible to this day. I watched a video of this girl on YouTube who had one, and she was literally wearing gloves while she was handling it to try to make sure that she didn't accidentally scratch anything away with her nails on it. It's incredible the length that people go to try to keep this thing in good condition because it just doesn't exist in good condition. And even in terrible condition, it still sells for thousands of dollars. This thing could look like a dog pissed on it and all of its limbs could be missing, and it still sells for $2,000. It's incredible. But it's just that hard to find. And I love Sonic Adventure, as everybody knows. E102 Gamma, definitely one of my favorite Sonic characters of all time. And I love plushes, and I love the creative liberty that people designing plushes have to take to make them practical, but also make them look like they're in-game models for things. So, especially 90s era video game plushies are just super fascinating and interesting to me. And that is the one that, if, money was not an object, I would go out there and find it and buy the best condition one that still exists, if there even is one.
Yeah, that would be really cool to own. But
Yeah, there's
how
a
about
lot of cool ones. I mean, there's even a Nights into Dreams Chow plush from the Sonic Adventure set. There's a ton of interesting, weird stuff. So they went kind of crazy back then.
man, I think the only like really rare Sonic plush I have is like the I think it's from Sonic the Fighters Tails plush.
Oh, you have a
Right.
Fighters plush?
Yeah,
That's cool.
and I have or I think no, I think I had the Amy Fighters plush, and then I got the Tails Sonic X one if I'm right.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
But you still got a Fighters plush, but
Oh yeah, all the Fighters plushes are cool, and is crazy because there's a lot of weird, obscure characters in Sonic the Fighter. So it's like if you want to Bark the polar bear plush, the only way you're getting that if you have the Sonic the Fighters one. And there's
Or Bean.
like a super
Bean.
rare like Sonic Supersonic one. Yeah, Bean. There's a Metal Sonic. All the characters got one, and they're all incredibly hard to find and really cool. So some good
I think
shit.
that'd be pretty cool.
Good shit. All right, Zach. What else you got? What's on your list?
it's not like a super rare thing, but I think it's just a cool thing I want to have, and my game store never has it. I want to buy Kingsfield for the PS1. It's the first
Oh, hell
FromSoft
yeah.
game, and I do want to play through it and see just how much I hate it. Because I think that'd be a really funny experience to play a PS1. I'm sure it does not play well. I'm sure it's very frustrating, but I'd like to play it.
But man, those games are so good aesthetically. I've seen a lot of gameplay of them, and I would love to suffer through them just for the vibes.
Yep. See, it's like I mean, I could buy one now for like $120 on eBay or something like that. I just want to buy one from my game store, and they never had it. They had Kingsfield 2 one time, and I was like, that's not.
So
what I
correct me
want.
if I'm wrong. Kingsfield 1 here is Kingsfield 2, and Kingsfield 2 here is Kingsfield 3, right? Isn't the
Oh,
first
I have
one a
no
Japanese
idea.
exclusive?
I guess I didn't know that. I thought it was.
I
If it
could
is, I
be
didn't realize
mistaken. But I remember seeing that at some point. But I've always wanted to try these games too. They look super duper cool. Very interesting for the time.
Yeah, from stuff. I mean, the from stuff we know. No, it's like Kingsfield 3 is Japanese only,
Oh, okay, okay.
according to Price Trading.
There we go.
But FromSoft, as we know it now, really started when Miyazaki showed up and made Demon Souls on the PS3. But I think Kingsfield was part of the inspiration for that. So
Yeah, FromSoft was pretty, kind of wild and crazy up until they started the whole Souls-like kind of movement. It seemed
Wait,
tons of just
Armored
random
Core was with
sporadic
PS1.
games.
Reddit games, but Armored Core was like a pretty solid series for the PS1, PS2. So
True. And then they made the Lost Kingdoms games on GameCube. Tons of weird stuff, so.
what's that one co-op game? It's like ice cream and or what's damn it,
Cookie and Cream.
cookie and cream. Yeah, cookies and cream. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a PS2 version that's a little expensive, and then there's a DS version that I found at a GameStop many months ago, so that was kind of fun. I remember I bought it just because I knew it was a FromSoft game.
Yeah.
Are you looking to see if you have Kingsfield, Tyler?
Oh, I know I don't have Kingsfield.
Are you looking for another game you wish you had in your collection?
Pretty much. But other than games, one thing that Craig mentioned before, this would be badass to have. Like, imagine coming over to my house, and then I'm like, hey, you want a cookie? And then you go to my kitchen table, and then it's just Crash Bandicoot cookie jar. Because that'd be kind of badass.
That'd be kind of
Just-
badass.
I mean, I probably wouldn't put cookies in there anymore. That shit's like going on display. But one of those Crash Bandicoot cookie jars, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, I could find a photo. Man, how much was that? He was selling it, right?
Yeah,
For
I
the
think
thing
it
that you
was...
sent me?
I don't even know. Yeah, I found a guy on Facebook selling it. I believe the story is that it was like when Crash Bandicoot came out, they sold it at like Universal Studios, like the theme park. They had some sort of promotion
Yeah.
because I think Universal, like, is like it's like, isn't it Universal Games or something, like, owns the rights to Crash Bandicoot, or did back in the day?
I believe so.
Mm-hmm. And
And it was $800.
no, yeah, it is really funny, but it's like a very iconic collectible in the Crash Bandicoot, collector sphere, because it's a unique, interesting item, and it is pretty hard to find in good condition, because it's like made out of, glass
Yeah,
or
so
porcelain or
many-
whatever, so very easy to chip and break and lose pieces and have the paint scratch off, but it looks really cool.
Sold only at Universal Studios in 1999.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. That would be badass to have.
That would be cool. How much was that one you said?
800.
Yeah, sounds about right. If you're ever curious about Crash Bandicoot collectibles, there's a famous YouTuber, Cadicarus, who did a very long
Yeah.
video about Crash Bandicoot collectibles. Definitely recommend watching. There's tons of weird, interesting stuff.
He's a cool guy. I met him.
Have you? He seems nice. I've been watching him forever. Oh my god. It's funny because I remember, like, he's one of those people that poo-poos on his old videos all the time, like he's not proud of them, but I think a lot of his old stuff is still very funny and very well written. And I just remember watching him, like, almost when he first came out, so shout out to you, Ket Icarus, even though you'll never see this. You're a great YouTuber.
Imagine he just comments, oh, thanks.
Whoa.
I want to be a guest right now.
Hell yeah, that'd be awesome. Alright, one more plush on my list. The Mallow plush, or Mallow, however you say it, from Mario RPG. Is that how you say it, Mallow? Mallow?
I said
I say
no.
like marshmallow, mallow, mellow.
Mellow. But yeah, so you, Tyler, you might be familiar with the history of this plush. Are you?
So, yeah.
Zach, are you
So.
familiar with the history of this plush?
I'm not familiar with the history of this plush.
All right, so here's the rundown because it's a fun one. So for many, many, many years, people didn't think that this plush existed. People would have full sets of Mario RPG plushes, or what they thought were full sets, which included like Mario, Yoshi, Boshi, the Power Star, and the Mushroom. And they thought that that was everything. And one day, randomly, it was probably almost a decade ago now, somebody sold a lot of plushes on like Yahoo Japan auctions, and it had a Mallow plush. And people couldn't decide if it was real or if it was like custom or if it was official or not. And then I think it was like another year later, another one sold, and people were trying to figure out if it came from the guy that bought the original one, or so if it was still a custom or if it was official or not. And then people spent like years and years and years going through old magazines of Claw Machine magazines in Japan, trying to find like, because they used to do set photos of all the plushes you could get out of a set in a Claw Machine in Japan.
Yeah.
People spent years and years and years, and then all of a sudden one time, I think it was maybe 2 or 3 years ago, somebody found one, like a plush set, and the Mallow was in that plush set, so it was confirmed to be a real thing, just incredibly rare. So then people were
Mallow
freaking
no
out.
Gino?
No Gino.
No Gino?
Because that was another one. People thought that Gino might have been there because they didn't know if Mallow was real or not, but there was no Gino because we got the set photo, confirmed no Gino, but the Mallow was real. So all these people that collect these plushes were freaking out. One, because they were excited it was real, and two, they were freaking out because all of a sudden they didn't have a complete plush set and they had to hunt down this incredibly rare plush.
Yeah.
And then I think maybe a year or so after that, one goes up for auction on Yahoo Japan auctions. It ends at like $15,000. I'm not even, it's insane. Like people, and like the person that bought it, I happen to follow him on Instagram because I follow a bunch of video game plush collectors, and he was like, I've been saving up for this for the past decade just in case it went for sale one day. I wanted to be the
That's
one
insane.
to buy it, and I was like, this is the coolest motherfucker I've ever met in my life. Like, this dude could bought a car and he saved up for a video game plush. He might be my hero.
That's incredible.
But it looks incredible, and I just think it's funny that it has this weird history of people, didn't know for decades if it was real or not, and then when it finally went up for sale, it sold for 5 figures. Is absolutely insane to me.
That is pretty crazy.
So would I love to own it? Of course. Will I? Hell no, definitely not. But it's cool that it exists, and
Hey, you never know.
I like it. I mostly like it just because it has a story. Like, that's very interesting to me that happened, and it was like a years long journey of people trying to confirm it's like whether or not it was real. Very cool. So shout out to the Mallow plush.
Funny.
But yeah, no
Yeah.
Gino. People for years and years speculated that there must be a Gino if there's a Mallow, and then when the set photo came up, people were very
Makes
sad
sense
because
to
there's
me.
no Gino. So.
Fine.
And the Boshi plush goes hard as hell too, I will say.
Boshi in general goes hard as hell.
Boshi might be the hardest Mario character of all time.
They put him in Mario Kart World.
Yeah,
As a-
close
as a
enough,
Yoshi,
right?
Boshi skin. Yeah.
hmm
Clearly a nod to it.
No, definitely. All right, you boys got any more?
I do not.
Not necessarily, no.
All
Not that I
right.
had listed.
My last two, which I labeled as impossible, even though I mentioned multiple impossible ones already. I'll go ahead and bring those up real quick then. So we got the pink GameCube from Space World. When they announced the GameCube, they brought out a bunch of examples of the consoles, and one of them was a pink GameCube that we never got. It exists somewhere, and the reason I know that is because within the last couple of months, the purple Space World GameCube that was also displayed as Space World sold on auction. So they exist still. No idea who owns them, but they exist out there, so that'd be really cool. As a GameCube console variant collector, I have like 15 GameCubes, I think, and most of those are unique colors, so I'm a crazy person. And then the other one is I would love to own the Earthbound Zero prototype. The person that bought this at a garage sale in Seattle from an ex-Nintendo employee, so they're the luckiest person alive. It's cool that, it got dumped all those years ago, and that's how people were able to play it way back in the day, before it officially came out on Wii U or Nintendo Switch Online. But that prototype cartridge is still hanging out there somewhere. I'm not sure who currently owns it, but those are two items I'll never own because They're one of ones, so the chances are very unlikely, but they would be really, really cool.
Just reach out to them and be like, hey, so I got $10.
What can you do for me?
You want to work out a deal?
I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it's shocking how much these things go for. Like how the Nintendo PlayStation like dual console sold for not nearly as much as you would have thought when it was on auction way back in the day. So it is neat, but you'd think that would be like a multi-million-dollar collectible, and I don't even think it broke like 500,000 when it sold. So you never know with these things sometimes.
This is true.
All right, boys, we got some write-ins talking about games people want to add to their collection. I'll go first. Tyler could go second, and of course, Zach, you can go last and read Jason's comment. So first up, we have Patrick wrote in. He said, "This Christmas," so I'm assuming he means 2024, "I actually got one of my most wanted games thanks to the luscious one, Castlevania Legacy of Darkness for the N64. I think one day I would like to get a hold of the first two Persona games. Skies Arcadia for GameCube would be nice too, if I ever get a GameCube." You don't have a GameCube? Where's your GameCube, Patrick? What are you doing?
Craig, you almost had the opportunity to speak to Patrick the other night.
Oh, true. I was not available, though. I know he was on Nintendo Online with you guys.
You could have told him about all the GameCubes you have and how much cooler you are with all your
Just
games.
rubbing it in. I was going to say, Patrick, hit me up. You can borrow one of my GameCubes. It's fine. But yeah, and the first two Persona games, also very cool, very expensive games. Those games are hundreds of dollars on the PS1, so.
Yeah. That'd be cool to have.
Tyler.
One day I'm just going to end up going for a PS1 set.
Why not, right? What a cool
getting
console.
all these heavies. So
it sucks though because it's like PS1 would be awesome because huge variety, huge library, tons of weird, unique stuff. But the most boring possible spines for almost 2,000 games would be kind of lame.
Yeah,
like it already looks like just fucking chilling there. Just
which is
some
unfortunate.
Some yellow words, some white words. And yeah, that's it. Like
it is like that sometimes.
Let's see. We got Now I Rock a Teller Suit. Blowing on an endo, GameCube, Nintendo, 5% tint, so you can't see up in my window. Sup, boys? It's Now I Rock a Teller Suit. Right now, my most wanted games are Cubivore for GameCube. That would be a cool one. Still want to play that thing. They got to add it to NSO. And Stunt Racer for N64. I think there's two reasons why I haven't added them to the collection yet. One, if I paid the going rate, and then a market even caused the prices to crash, I'd be really mad every time I saw the game on my shelf, knowing I paid hundreds more than what I could buy it for today. Two, I think it's healthy to have some I want this but don't need this restraint when collecting. That keeps you in check and makes you think before making a big purchase. Eventually I'll come around, but if I'm spending over $50, I want to be sure I've thought about the pros and cons before smashing the buy it now button.
Valid.
Is that true?
You're a better man than I, because I don't consider that. I'm just like, ooh, cool shiny thing. Here's my credit card.
Like $300
after it comes to NSO, and then you can buy it.
There you go.
It'll drop.
It's going to. It's going to come. Same with Stunt Racer. That'll come too. Don't worry.
That'd be crazy. They drop Stunt Racer, Super Bowling, and Clay Fighter Sculptor.
Play all at the same time. Yo.
Just the market of N64 fucking plummets. That'd be awesome.
Nintendo, I would be pushing for that. That'd be hilarious. Like I'd be like, put it on there.
Because there's no way they don't know. Because if it was up to Nintendo, people wouldn't even be allowed to sell N64 games secondhand. They'd find a way to stop it if they could.
Yeah, they would get a tax off all of them. I think that'd be funny to put Cubivore on NSO. Honestly, I'd like to play it.
It's so weird. I don't think they would, but I'd be happy if they did. But I feel like it's too weird of a game.
Intelligent Systems helped make it.
That's true. They didn't help make it. They made it straight up their game.
Sure, yeah. I think there's a good chance it comes to NSO.
Mm-hmm. And Atlas, doesn't seem to care. They have some stuff on NSO, mostly in Japan, but
fun.
All right. Final write-in.
All right, we got Jason. Hello, fellow game collectors. Jason here to talk about my most wanted games for my collection. But first, we all know what game Remake will never, ever be my most wanted game for my collection on the Switch 2. I'll be getting on the Switch 2. I'm very excited about it. When it comes to my most wanted games for my collection, I would say I already have them. I already have my most wanted games. I actually got most wanted games last year at Too Many Games. Being a huge Mega Man fan, I never had and always wanted Mega Man 8 and Mega Man X4 for the Sega Saturn.
Oh,
And of course, each one of those games goes for 500 plus each. So that year, I took some games I was willing to either trade or sell. I could finally obtain those games, and after some deals, they were mine. I also this year at Too Many Games finished my collection of Final Fantasy games on the Game Boy. Now, I'm not saying there isn't some games I'd like to add to my collection, such as the Complete Box Chrono Trigger, Secret of Mana, or Earthbound. If anything, I'd like to add to Complete and Box some of my loose Mega Man games. Well, that's about all I have for this one. Have a good one.
Nice. Yeah,
Excellent.
Complete Chrono would be really cool because I
That
have
would
just
be
the
cool.
cartridge.
yeah, and I feel like you could get a good deal on Chrono Trigger nowadays. For a long time, it was like 800 to 1,000 minimum, and I feel
Yeah.
like now I see it floating around like 400 to 600 sometimes, depending on condition. So, still a lot of money, but way cheaper than it
Wait
was.
till the remake, and then it'll drop.
We're not getting a Chrono Trigger remake. There
They
is no
have to.
Chrono
They
Trigger
can-
remake. It's
They
never
can't
happening.
not do that.
It's gonna happen.
They're not even gonna port the game to anything.
No, it's gonna happen. It's their anniversary right now.
They don't
think.
care. They've also been
They
posting a ton of
acknowledge
stuff.
it.
Yeah, they also acknowledged a lot
acknowledge-
of Final Fantasy IX, and we're not getting a 9 remake either. I'm convinced that game got canceled.
Yep.
Listen. But Chrono Trigger's more important than Final Fantasy IX. So.
That definitely depends on who you ask. There's some Final Fantasy IX diehards.
You Final Fantasy IX diehards, y'all can wait because Chrono Trigger remaster coming first. I mean, I never even played Final Fantasy IX. I might even like it more, but as of right now, Chrono Trigger more important. Yep, I said what I said. I stand on my hill. Come
Wow.
fight me.
I agree with it. I agree with it.
Wow.
Thank you. See, we got a team Skippy and a team Jiff partnering up on this hill. It is we are
The most
not being defeated.
complicated conflict in the world's history: Skippy versus Jip.
That's true. It hasn't gotten worse than that. Not once ever.
Dude, like, I don't know. It's just important battles.
If you say so. Chrono Trigger or Final Fantasy
I was
7?
gonna say something else, but then I was like, I'm not gonna say it on the podcast.
Chrono Trigger or Final Fantasy 7?
For importance,
No, for you personally.
oh, 7.
Tyler?
It would probably be Final Fantasy.
Really? I'm
Yeah.
surprised. You really liked Chrono Trigger. After
I
playing
did.
it for 20 hours straight.
Yeah. But like, I don't know. I feel like just because of all this like different Final Fantasy VII stuff we got, it just really adds to the story of it. So like, even just playing the original, like knowing everything, you have a bigger feel of it, you know.
Fair. Well,
Just like that remake that shouldn't be mentioned, but that remake was good. So
Yeah.
so was the other one.
I like how we treat it like it's a slur. Like we can't.
I can't wait till I pick it
Voldemort,
up.
you just can't
for the
say
Switch
it.
too. I'm gonna pick it up for the Switch too, and proudly.
Zach gets a
present
copy and
it.
he holds it up. You got to put a censor bar like over the.
That'd be funny.
I got this censored.
And I'm very curious to see how it's going to run on Switch too. It's going to be interesting.
Probably at 30 frames at 1440.
Are you okay with that?
I played the game originally at 30 frames, so
Exactly. I was going to say it was on PS4. So good times. All right, boys. I think that's all we got for today's episode.
I think so too.
Hey, what are we at? Like 2 hours?
Give or take.
It's about, including my piss break. But y'all kept talking, so
That's true. We talked about coffee. It was a riveting conversation, I'm sure.
And the second piss break you had.
You did have a second
Right.
piss break.
second piss break.
Tyler, what do you have planned for the rest of your lovely Sunday?
Not too much, honestly. Probably chilling at
I'm getting
home.
posted to my YouTube channel.
But that maybe. Once I ever figure out OBS or whatever, or not OBS, Premiere Pro. Yeah, not too much. I gotta do an online training on my computer though. So for work, I gotta do that, finish that, and then other than that, some Donkey Kong. Maybe surprise y'all with a video. Who knows?
Maybe.
Who knows?
Hell yeah.
Maybe within the next 2 weeks. Before the
Zach?
next episode.
What you got planned for the rest of your beautiful Sunday?
I'm gonna put a little short on the game I'm playing on Playdate, and then I'm gonna play some Donkey Kong. I might try to finish Night Rain today, just because I'm like one boss away and I'll platinum the game, and I can just
Oh.
put it down. But
Is the
it'll
platinum
depend
like
if I can.
easier for that game, or is it just
Yeah, I think the hardest thing is like beat 3 different bosses on 3 different runs in a row. But I got that, so now I just basically just have to beat all the bosses, do all the find all the secrets, kind of thing. So
okay?
I've gotten to the point now where all I gotta do is beat the last boss and I'll get the platinum. So
Nice.
Nice.
I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna eat for lunch. It is 10:49 a.m.
oh, I'm
11
starving right now.
11 a.m. is lunchtime, and I have not eaten yet, so I am ready for a nice hearty
Gotta
meal.
figure
Someone's
out what
cooking
to
in the
have
other
for
room. I can
breakfast
smell it.
and
I'm like
lunch.
dying right now.
It's only 1:50 here, you know.
All right. Well, we already know Tyler is skin and bones. Our poor skinny legend down there. Zach is going to be a skinny legend soon too if he doesn't eat, and same with me. So, might as well wrap it up. Thank you all for listening. If you enjoyed the show, make sure you share it with your grandma, your coworker, your friend. I'm sure they'd all enjoy it. Next episode, Wii Memories. Make sure you write in. Next game-specific episode, Wind Waker after that. So make sure you play some Wind Waker. And thank you all for writing in. Thank you all for listening. And we'll see you all in 2 weeks.
Adios.
Take care.